Psycho Squad Gaming Club role-playing episode. This features mature adults using mature language. If that bothers you, stop listening now. Enjoy our game and remember, alter reality on a regular basis. Greetings, gamers. This is MrMartin from Psycho Squad Gaming Club. Sunday, it's time to game. We're going to be continuing on with our Palladium fantasy group today. It's like episode 6, I think. Something like that. So, we got a...
That was 5.
No, 5 was last week. I'm editing that one right now as we speak. Yeah, this one is episode 6. So we got everyone online. No one's here at the house today. Thomas, he had the work. That wussy. How dare he have a job? Damn gamers. So we'll be NPCing his character. We got everyone else that's on today. Rob's showed up. How you doing, Rob?
I'm doing all right.
Sweet. Greg is in the house. How you doing there, Greg?
I'm doing okay.
Catman's on. What's the word, Catman?
The word is artichoke.
They're all right steamed. I can definitely deal with a steamed artichoke, yeah. And last is Brandon, who's going to have to handle all the ones by himself because he doesn't have Thomas today. So pick up the slack.
Eric couldn't share the load.
Excellent. Everyone's characters has gone up to 3rd level. We've already done all the adjustments to the character sheets. Everyone should be up and golden. Other than I need to add Rob's new skill. And that was the skill of the intelligence out of espionage or military, right?
I don't remember, but I remember them saying it was plus 10. That's why I put...
Yeah, because it was an OCC skill that you get. Which I think it's... Well, there's military intelligence and then there's regular intelligence.
I can't remember which section it was under.
And you just got intelligence, you can't remember it. Go figure.
It's out of espionage. That makes sense that it's out of espionage, so yeah.
Yeah, because it was listed as that and one other that were the only ones allowed to take.
Specific training and practices and principles of recognizing and analyzing sources of information about the enemy, observation techniques, counterintelligence measures, and proper procedures. Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, I'll add that to your character, but everything else is good. All right, so last time we finished up the combat in the Goblin Cave area. We ended up killing the Dark Priestess. We got some evidence that someone was paying this mercenary group. We really didn't follow up or anything on it, but we just found the evidence of that. I don't know if anyone decided to do anything about it, but I don't think anyone did or followed up on it, so we just kind of left it alone. We met with the scouting group, and they said they were going to go check it out. We ended up going back to KR Nightfallen, met with Counselor Bowman. We all got paid, went out and bought a bunch of stuff. We're having a big party, which everyone ended up having dates and a big, well, not an orgy, but it turned into a big old sexcapade, especially if you were a kobold. It was a painful sexcapade.
Well, pain's is a relative term.
This is true. He can heal himself.
He's falling away later.
No, I can't. I can't heal myself. Not anymore.
She sucked the mana right out of you.
Yeah.
I didn't know kobolds could bend that way.
You learn the hard way.
Ugh. The only ones who didn't have a date was myself. My date ended up leaving. Poor Knight had blue balls that night. And Greg's character, A-Wynd, scared the crap out of her date, and he left in fear of his life. So
he has now joined the French Foreign Legion.
He's like, I'm going to go join the Old Kingdom. I'm out of here. I can't, this. I didn't know the Western Kingdom had this big and mean of elves. I'm out.
This is a mutant bitch. No.
Be mean.
You give snoo now. Why cry? Why cry now?
And then later on, we were looking at jobs with Counselor Bowman. Some ritzy bitch showed up, Lady Tanya from the Western Empire. She said that her brother was abducted. She's looking for people. We got all the information from her as much as possible. We all agreed that this is what we were going to do. So we went out and bought more equipment and got our characters all decked up with some nice gear and everything, so I believe we're just at the point of where we need to just wait to take off, I think, right?
Yep.
Sounds about
I'm
right.
making the travel rig. Everything was good.
Right on. So, the first leg of our travels is basically 3 legs of travel, just to go over it again for everyone. Thank you, Freya. Appreciate that. We have to travel from Caer Nightfallen to the provincial capital of Epiphany at the northern part of the Western Empire. That's going to take 7 days to get there. So she has a large caravan, royal caravan with her house guards and stuff like that. It's going to be 6 wagons. So she says you guys, everyone can travel with her. They're basically paying for travel arrangements and stuff, so everyone can just go in the caravan with her for 7 days. Now, on a side note, I was going through some background stuff, and I want to point out to Rob and Greg that your father is based out of the regional province of Epiphany. That is his hometown. You guys have to go there to catch the boat to go north. So, yeah, the Thieves Guild there is not very happy at you, Rob, and the whole family for your father is not happy at the both of you. Just want to point that out.
Somebody's gonna leak a little information.
Bullets and face masks, face coverings, and it's the standard there. I mean, I'm pretty much always hooded anyway, but yeah, extra precautions there.
Okay, I just want
I also, since you were talking about backgrounds, I went ahead and rolled the one background that makes it to where if I get bored, something bad can happen. Nothing happens. Itchy fingers.
Oh.
We got a klepto cleric.
No. You've got someone who doesn't know how to keep his fist contained.
Which is really weird for those small little noodle arms of his, but, you know.
Whoa,
That thing hit hard.
Oh, thank God I was here. I can heal that wound. What wound? Bam! Ow! Ow!
So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up to the two of you guys, because it's a background thing, and it's going to crop up, more than likely.
See how good the intelligence grapevine is regarding our travel.
Yeah, we're gonna keep things we're gonna keep ourselves pretty scarce. We're not gonna be like out and about as the caravan's going around.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Gonna be
Just in the wagon.
sequestered. Now, when we do get to a town, I know I want to do something. I have tithe 10% of all my earnings go to the people that we have connections with, if and when we get there.
Okay, it's going to be a few days before you get to those territories. You guys are as far south as you can get, so you gotta go north quite a ways.
We just do our use. Oh, we've been here and see the old people, check in on the elderly, and
Hopefully no one else checks in on you and is a spy.
yeah, I've been here. Yeah, well, we know who.
Especially for someone's Thieves Guild. He's still on the outs with them, but yeah. Because that Thieves Guild, Rob, that you were a part of, that you left with your halfling teacher, they're located in the same city.
Yeah, I definitely if and when we get there. I know it's looking ahead because we got a ways. But yeah, I've got 155 gold. I hold back 10% of everything that I earn.
Okay.
That I want to give to someone I know that I can trust. I don't really have the background figured out that much to know what the connection.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll
work on
people,
it.
we just go to their houses and I collect whatever spiders or whatever scorpions or whatever stuff that they collected for me. I'm just like, oh, I'll take it. Thank you.
But again, yeah, that's thinking ahead. We got 7 days minimum?
7 days, yeah.
Just in the wagon, playing some traveling music, just laying back, sitting on the ship. Oh,
So-
and I bought some extra soap and large towels.
Okay, I think Brandon and I were looking at stuff. We figured out there's 2 types of soap. One is like the old, bar of lye that, was commonly used. But the other one, the more expensive one, is actually a bar of lye that has moisturizers and lotions and stuff like that. It's kind of like the fancy soap. I think that's what we were saying we were going to call it, right,
Very
Brandon?
elven-like.
Isn't that what we're going to call it, Brandon?
Yeah, just fancy soap, lotion soap. I don't know if Kayden would call it elf soap.
Yeah, they
Well,
can
she'll
call it.
have that. Well, she'll have that soap, and after about the third day, she'll tell Thar. He goes like, "Hey, if there's a creek or something around, he goes, it's bath time."
Let's wait for that. Let's wait for that until we hit the road. Hold on. That's some role-playing stuff we'll have to go through. There's gonna be some sheetite that's gonna happen from that time. I just want to make sure that we're all set up for equipment-wise. I don't think that there was anything else that we needed to do. Oh wait, no, there is. I wanted to get some of that. I wanted to get some magical bandages.
30 gold a foot.
Yeah, if anyone wants them, they're actually nice to have, and they're actually called magical bandages, and they don't heal anything, but when you apply them, they immediately stops the bleeding. So they're kind of nice to have. Where'd they go? Whoops.
Well, I'll spend.
And if
I'll give
anyone,
you 100 for a couple rolls.
Yeah, I'll buy 4 feet for as well, just because that's as much as I can afford.
yeah, I don't know if anyone wants any healing potions. If you want the very small healing potion, it's 400 gold for for the lesser healing potion. The good healing potion, which is superior, is 800 gold pieces for a single-use potion. So, good lord. Alchemists.
How much do those heal?
The small one does 1d6 hit points or 2d6 hit point. SDC. But they don't restore broken bones or anything like that. They just do heals, cuts, abrasions, and blood loss. The superior ones do 2d6 hit points or 4d6 SDC, and they're kind of like the healing spell where it will actually, if you set the bone and stuff, it'll actually cure that stuff.
So how much is spider venom and scorpion blood or whatever, spider and scorpion stuff?
Hold on.
As I recall, it's quite expensive.
I was looking up, I'm trying to look up the magic bandages just to make sure I got my stuff. They also have magic restraints. Oh, that's not quite what I thought they were going to be. Thread of iron. Where the hell? There they are. Magic bandages. There you go. Yeah. So I'm gonna spend 90 gold for Thar, and I'll have magic bandage. Okay. All right. So let me put into chat just our contact. We know who to talk with, who Lady Tanya is, so I don't have to keep repeating what she is. I'll put it in the chat for you guys. Maybe. Seriously? Okay, let's try again. Cut and
Technical
paste.
difficulties, please stand by.
What the hell? And she is like the perfect specimen of a female noble chick, man. Physical beauty of 22, 21 years old, just... yeah, she's super kicking. Unless you're a racist thief elf, then it's an ugly human.
Oh, I don't think she's a...
You are racist! She is human!
she's a good-looking human, so she passes.
Oh, alright. Racism has a filter.
I'm only racist against ugly people.
Oh! Oh my lord. Kind of like this character is one character in D&D group where she's racist against poor people. Ew, poor people. Ew, ew. Greg liked that character a little bit too much. He got into the role playing of that character a little bit too much.
She had her own shopping augury.
Nah.
Star Wars back
I'm in left one.
Okay, so next day or so is just, again, doing this level up stuff and buying characters and stuff like that. At the end of that everyone got their third level, everyone's going to realize that Thar, for the past 3 days, has been doing nothing but all this jogging, extreme amounts of heavy weight workouts, picking up people's cows and, stuff like that. And he ends up bigger, i.e. I picked up bodybuilding as a skill for him to make him bigger. So, yeah. He's got a PS of 26 now for a human. He looks like a muscular, ballooned out, grotesque guy. He's just like, "Argh." So, yeah, he's even bigger now. Just what he needs. Walk around bench pressing my little kobold buddy with one arm, even in his full armor. That's a workout, little buddy. Here you go. Let go of me!
You get to start bench pressing the Wolfen for extra weight.
Don't tempt him.
Yeah, that could happen. Oh, and the Wolfen and Thar both have brand new shiny splint mail armor. They went out and spent the boat for some heavy metal armor, man. Mine won't be clean for very long, but it looks really pretty right now. I feel kind of out of sorts wearing it. Like, oh man, gonna get it muddy.
Gets yelled at by some farmer to get out of his pig pen.
Why are you rolling around in there with your armor?
Hey, wearing the new off.
Yeah.
I'm breaking it in.
Well, sir, I know this elf and she wants to give me a bath. Farmer be like, all right, son, gotcha.
Don't worry, when I'm done, I'll go bench press your cow.
He can bench press some stuff, man. That 26 PS is freaking. LeeLuu has got a 24 PS, and yeah, she's like 7 feet tall, but she only has a physical endurance of 11. So you got some muscles on her, but it's, you're not like super defined. It's more conditioned. Monty?
That wasn't smart. I don't think there are any other skills she can take that enhance endurance except for ones that are restricted, like acrobatics or gymnastics.
Yeah, no, you're pretty hosed. So.
Man, I don't think I'm going to find a wish in any level soon. Maybe 7 or 8 levels down the road, maybe.
Thar's got a PS of 26, and he's got that physical endurance of 19, so he's a thick boy. So I just decided, I'm just going to push him to the max just because that's what we do. So Lady Tanya's caravan is all set up. It's got 6 wagons, and all of them are painted well. They got 2-3 horses per wagon. They got flags all over them stating what house they're from and that they are a noble house and stuff. So, they like to be a little bit flourish. You know what I mean? So wherever anyone wants to stay, there's all kinds of room other than, any wagon you guys can stay in. Wagons 1 and 6 are nothing but guards and armory wagons. They're heavily reinforced. They've got iron bands on them on the outside of the wooden structure, riveted, things like that. They do have in wagon 6, there is going to be trying to think of a race. Yeah, it would be a human. It's just going to be a human blacksmith. He's got a small anvil, but he takes care of the weapons and stuff like that. He's a traveling blacksmith. So yeah, so that's it. If you need anything sharpened or worked on or anything, he'd do it.
He's the traveling AAA.
Yes. Now for the uncomfortable part. Wagon 2 is going to be Lady Tanya's personal wagon. I guess pretty much all of them are going to be armored. I mean, there's no reason why her wagon's not going to be, of course, maybe a little bit more fancier, but yeah, sure. But she will have 3 servants inside her wagon. They are not allowed to leave her wagon. 2 of them are kobolds. 1 of them is a goblin, and it is obvious that they are house slaves.
Kayden stays very far away from that. I'm going to be at the very last wagon. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be some discussions about that. It's like, it's Western Empire. It's what they believe in, and it's hers, and it's her property, so...
Can't do anything about it, but it doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yeah.
But you, boy, come here.
But I will say that none of her guards and her or including her slaves, at some point you'll have to have interaction with the slaves, which, they look down at all times. They don't really talk to you that much, but even they regard you as, not slave stock. You are part of the official church of the clergy, so nothing racially abnormal is conducted towards you at all.
That's a plus.
Yeah, it's like everyone knows your church. I mean, the Pantheon of Ruga is really big in the Western Empire. So, in fact, Lady Tanya will just be like, you need to come to Our Lady Warriors Worship Citadel in my home city. You would like it. We have a grand citadel to the gods of light, and Ruga is one of the top gods that is prayed for there. You will like it. You'll feel very much at home.
Yeah, it'd also be a feather in the cap to show this one off.
Yeah, A-Wynd just walks off and mumbles something under her breath and just walks away.
About slaves?
No, religion and she's the activist.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Kayden, you know you don't like it and everything, but, it's, again, like you said, you can't do anything about it, so...
They're technically following the law, so...
Unfortunately, yes. If it helps, well, maybe it doesn't help, but all three of the handmaidens for her are... all three of them are females. The goblin looks like she's pretty old in her years, as for a goblin. And you'll find out she's been with Lady Tanya's family for a while, and she's like, how would you call her? Like the boss mother, slave mother,
Head servant.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. The other two servants listen to her a lot, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Why does I suddenly get this impression that she's got the attitude of Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies?
There you go. Let's go with that. That sounds great. Get on over here and cook, you dirty, rotten bastards. Stupid kids. So, alrighty, so we'll all get set up. Whatever. If there's a specific wagon you folks want to be in, that's completely up to you. There's plenty of room. Let me jot down some notes here where if anyone wants to talk about which wagons are going to be in. Kayden, you specifically said you wanted to stay in the sixth one, basically.
Far away from the others as possible, pretty much.
What do you say, sis, so we can hang out in three? I'd like to try and engage this Lady Tanya in some conversation as we travel.
Let's see. I didn't hear anything from Greg, so he might have walked away.
No,
Or he's talking with mute on.
closer to the back. Ones and twos is everybody's going to be looking. Oh, there's the rich people, and they got all. Nope, don't want to draw any attention. And then
yeah, you're right. Oh, I don't want to be in 6 because there's a bunch of guards in 6, right?
I don't care about the guards. They just look at me and I was like, damn, that's a big
I
elf.
don't want to be around no stinking, filthy guards.
Damn!
So how about we just hit the middle then? How about 4?
4, that's still up too close. Round 6 is well. I just want to just get down there further.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hang out in 2 then. You can go wherever you want.
Yeah, I'm just like because I'll
Having us together is probably having us separate places is probably a good idea anyway, because we probably stick out more if we're together. Now that I think about it,
she'll just be playing the flute and.
Is that code for something? Playing the flute?
No, she has a flute. She actually has a flute.
Oh, okay.
Hate to tell you this, little elf buddy, but she can hit a high C rather well.
Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna be into whoever else wants to join me, and I'm gonna be kind of just laying low. Other than I do want to try and engage Lady Tanya in conversation almost daily, pretty much, if she's tolerant of it.
I have nothing to say to that woman. She's trying to stay away from her because she don't want to keep your mask on, bro. She'll tell you.
Oh yeah.
Keep your face a little air. What's the worst that could possibly happen?
She'll just play her flute. The other guards, they can listen. And hey, what's up, little girl? Eat it.
They can listen. They got a choice?
Actually, are the guards all dressed kind of similar?
Let's get to that.
Have uniforms?
Yeah, I was just taking notes while everyone was talking, so cool. So what I have here is a 6-wagon caravan. Wagons 1 and 6 are basically for guards. Wagon 6 has got a blacksmith in it. There are 3 servants for Lady Tanya, and she's in wagon 2. There is 1 driver and 1 guard per wagon. They stay up front all the time, basically. But with the driver, again, there's always a armed guard. There are 6 guards on horses that they're around the wagon at all times. There are 2 rangers that are on horseback. They basically scout ahead and then come back and, report things up ahead and shit like that since they're rangers. And then on top of that, there are 6 guards that just hang out like on top of the wagons, on the backs, things, or maybe even walk and stuff like that. So there's a good amount of guards.
So are the Rangers elves or are they all human?
I don't know how far into races I want to get into this. I didn't quite plan that far ahead. God damn it, Greg.
Oh, That can be all human. That's fine.
No, in the West, it's probably humans.
Well, there's a lot of elves in human as well. But not just them either. There's dwarfs.
To save space, maybe she's got a dwarven smith.
That's what I was thinking about earlier. But no, I'm gonna stick with the humans.
They're all humans. Okay.
Everyone part of this caravan is gonna be a human. It just worked
Except
out
for the
that
servants, slaves.
way. Right. The servants. Whoa! Why we gotta say that word? What, the S word? What, the S word? Yeah. Why you gotta call them the S word? Oh, I'm sorry. The prisoners with jobs have all armed themselves.
Picking up crucial.
I love Thor Ragnarok. That was so funny. The prisoners with jobs have armed themselves. Anyways, was I the only one who watched the damn movie? Come on, guys. No help whatsoever, huh?
It's on my list.
I don't remember that line.
That was when Jeff Goldblum was dealing with all the slaves revolting, and he was talking to his slave master chick or whatever, his number one follower, and
Did the guards have uniforms? Are they all dressed similarly?
they all do have uniforms. They're all set up as part of the house. They are elite guards. If you were going to guess, half of them are going to be mercenary warriors as far as OCC goes, and the guys who are mounted are actually soldiers. They're going to be House Uberman soldiers. And they do have a guy that's in charge. He's going to be like a sergeant. We'll make one dude who's in charge. He's just kind of like a gruff, old, balding human, seen a whole lot of battles in his life. You know, that kind of guy.
Well, I would like to approach the sergeant, preferably before we leave,
Okay.
and ask for it if he hasn't like a spare uniform or parts of the uniform, because I'd like to dress as a guard to try and stay on the deep.
He will say that's unfortunate. You're just hired coin mercenaries. Only those who are part of our house can wear our uniforms. Sorry.
Okay, well then I will take note of what the uniforms look like and do my best to mimic it.
Sound like a disguise check.
Are you going to go out and buy a set of clothes then, or are you talking about trying to steal some of their stuff? Probably wouldn't be a good
No, I won't
idea for
steal any of
stealing.
their stuff. No, just go out and get something that looks very similar.
Has red and black and looks something, but it just won't have the house crest and the tabard and all that stuff on it, basically, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Have a crest on it that looks similar, maybe, or something. Because I don't think they would like, me to mimic it.
Have Hassan's used uniforms?
Yeah. If you want to do that, 8 gold.
Okay. I was looking to see about disguise. I don't think I have that. Oh, I have. Yeah, I don't have any kind of disguise skill.
There is
I
a
see
disguise skill in the espionage skill group.
Well, that might be the only other one I can take in the espionage, actually. So
I was looking at thief, and where it says espionage, it says any except sniper and track humanoids. I didn't see where the plus 10 came from for the intelligence skill.
Oh, I could have sworn I saw that listed.
You might have been looking at the assassin OCC, because it states it for the assassin.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what you did. You went a table down too far, and that would be assassin.
Okay. My bad.
No, it's okay, dude. It's all right. I gave you the plus 10 anyways.
Yeah, so 8 gold, to try and blend in. And then I'm going to be in, I want to be in car 3, not 2.
Good
2
enough.
is hers.
Good enough. So there's a good amount of guards that are part of this. The drivers are going to be in like hard leather armor. All the guards are going to be like scale and splint metal armor. I mean, they're decked out pretty good. The 2 rangers, they're going to be in full chainmail. But you guys won't see the rangers too much. If anything, you barely see them. Maybe at night they might come in and grab something to eat, and I mean their job is to haul ass and go. So we'll say like the first day, it becomes evident on the first day of everyone talking and stuff. Lady Tanya is very much family oriented, and she talks kind of down to who she labels as poor folk, the common people, because she's royalty. So yeah, if you're not a rich guy, she won't have too much interaction with you.
I was just hoping to have a conversation with her and see how she felt about slaves.
If you engage her in that conversation, she just says, my 3 servants are not slaves. They're my servants. They serve my house. It's all in, it's basically in their definitions, right? So, but she loves her 3 servants. She has names for them. They're all part of the house. They weren't bought off of slave commerce. They were purchased legally. Well, if they were purchased legally, where'd they come from? You know what? This is getting cloudy.
So I'm trying to get at is if she's just kind of following the style of the country, or if she thinks slavery. Does she treat them like slaves?
She does not treat these 3 like slaves. And she'll go out of her way to make sure that they get food and water and stuff like that before the soldiers do, and she'll even yell at some of the soldiers that kind of kick them out of the way, because you're going to have soldiers who are just, completely like, slaves are beneath us, I'll squash you like a boot, and squash you with my boot kind of stuff. You'll see examples of that, but she'll defend her 3 servants, if that helps.
All right.
Okay, so she's at least decent to them.
She's actually quite nice to them, I would say. And they're not in manacles or chained up or anything like that.
Out of character. I was expecting to be in little uniforms.
No, they're just going to have their house garments, which are their house garments. You got to understand, this is a royal house. So their house garments probably cost more than any of our clothes. They're actually pretty nice damn clothes.
They dress well, and they're kept well fed, the whole 9 yards. They look like they're stationed.
Yes. And it doesn't look like that they are bound in any way. If they wanted to get up and leave, they probably could. But for whatever reason, call it loyalty, call it whatever, they seem to be pretty happy. And they just do it. She says they take care of Lady Tanya. They're always brushing her hair. If she leaves the wagon, they're lifting up her dress enough to where it's not on the ground. And they bring out chairs and food for her. I mean, make no mistake about it. She don't do shit for herself, okay? Put it that way.
I mean, what do you expect from an outright press pot? But that's besides the point.
Yeah. So yeah, we're having these conversations at night and talking and stuff. I'm sure Kayden's got his back to everyone looking out there. I don't want to hear this shit. I'm over here.
Well, on the wagon that I'm standing on, I'll make sure the horses are well groomed when I talk to them and hang out with them, and I make sure the riders, I'll bring them a bowl or a meal and give the meal to them, and I go take care of their horses for them and groom them and stuff like that.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, no one will mind that. Yeah.
I go, here guys, here, and hopefully none of them will try to hit on me or anything like that.
Oh, that's going to happen a lot.
Well, then, you flex and you scare 3 of them away.
Maybe, but, no. No. The only one who's not going to hit on you is going to be the sergeant. That's because he's married and he's like completely military, so he's just all like, yeah, take care of the horses. That's a great idea. And there you go. You might catch some undertones that he doesn't get along with elves all that much, but he's just kind of tolerating elves and kobolds and shit like that.
You're a mutant elf. What kind of elf are you?
And then finally for that day, let's see what I guess Thar will opt to stay in wagon 6 because my little buddy's going to be back there. But for the first day, when we break for a lunch, they stop at a camp thing and we break for lunch. The servants do the cooking. That's just the way. It's more stuff they have to do, right? So, but they've got a setup to where they can cook and provide meals for the whole company, including the player characters and everything. So, I guess one wagon is going to have to be set up as just like nothing but storage, food storage, more than likely. I'd say probably wagon 5, but there's still some that can stay in there.
That would be where, seeing as how that she wants to make some contribution, that would be where LeeLuu is trying to assist, if at all possible, both in guarding and cooking.
Yeah, no one's going to stop you from doing that. If you want to help cook, the servants just kind of move out of your way and just kind of the the old goblin servant will just kind of look at you and might criticize some of your spice palettes or something like that. May make a comment of all like, they're not Wolfens, they don't like that kind of grass, you need to use this. You know, that kind of shit. But I mean, other than that, she's pretty nice to you and maybe teaches you some stuff. It's apparent her cooking skills probably off the chart, right? That's what you would expect.
Yeah, but she will tend to be as nice to them as she can in that regard. And she has no reason to treat anyone bad in this particular case whatsoever. And if it helps them, you know, to her mind, it makes it easier on everyone in the entire.
Okay, cool. So during that first break of lunch, as a final role-playing thing, is that Lady Tanya, it's obvious that she takes an eye on Thar and talking to him about his family and him being a knight, and he just kind of shares the same thing. He just talks about his family. Everyone knows that he's a new knight and that his family's kind of poor, and she just kind of says, you know, oh, well, your family's not poor anymore. You're part of the Western Empire knighthood. It's only a matter of time before you have station and stuff. And he's just like, whatever. And then she starts giggling and talking to him and, you know, slapping him on the shoulder, being overly nice and things like that. And then she'll just at one time just say, Thar, you know, if you want to stay up in my wagon, you can stay with me. And I don't know how Thar thinks about that. I guess I'll roll a trust and intimidate and see. Well, I'll roll a trust. Let's not intimidate. How's that sound? Back down, woman. Okay, 29. All right, so he's being nice to her, and he really doesn't know what to think. He's going to turn it down the first time. When we go back to the wagon, I'm going to go talk to my little buddy and be all like, she's being awfully nice to me. I'm feeling kind of weird.
Man, I think she's taking a liking to you.
Who's going to try not to laugh into her food?
But she's like one of those richy, proper household people. She's not a farmer. She's not a person of the land. I can't...
And you haven't had a chance to muddy your armor yet to show that you don't like being shiny.
Well, no one attacks us because we have guards all around us all the damn time. This is going to be a boring ride for us.
Let's hope things get interesting one of these days. Who knows? We may find stupid evil people.
Yeah. An angry dragon strafes the wagon group. No, not really.
Who the fuck? Yeah. The giant, fire-breathing, flying wizard. The wizard lizard, because they probably are too, wizards.
Some of them. So, Greg, going off of what you were role-playing earlier about the whole bath thing, when you see Tanya smooshing up to Thar, what does A-Wynd think about this?
She just kind of just like a... She won't say it. She won't... She's just like...
Just, that's it, huh?
Yeah, just going like, I suppose you don't want your bath now today, do you?
What is that, the third day?
Yeah, she'll go to Thar and go, I guess you don't want your bath. You got other things on your mind.
It's only been 3 days. Nah, I'm fine.
If you say so. And she kind of storms off. She lets them know that she's kind of pissed.
Yeah. Lift your arm, raise the arm plate.
That milk toast, swishy-washy shit stuff.
What do you mean? I don't get it. Okay, well, I guess Thar's gonna go back to Kayden at the thing, sit down next to Kayden, go, okay, so the weirdest thing happened, and then he's gonna relay the story about what A-Wynd just said. The hell's up with that?
I don't know if Kayden knows how to process that kind of stuff.
He
serves a warrior goddess, and his life wasn't very good for in the romance department. Like, I can tell they both like you, but I don't know how to help you proceed with this.
You're not helping. We're buddies. You're supposed to help me. I don't know how to act in this stuff.
Well, which one do you like more? Which one do you get along with?
Both! You think that'll work? At the same time.
Just audible, face to hand. Most people don't like sharing.
Yeah, the Western Empire really doesn't do the whole multiple wives things now, do they? No, that's actually frowned upon in the church, right? For your godlike beliefs or pretend deity beliefs or whatever. That.
The goddess I serve wants you to be honest. I could care less about the romance parts.
You could care less about the romance parts, or did the last one just hurt a little bit too much to care about the romance parts? Maybe a little bit from column A, a little bit from column B.
Silence. Silence. Nothing. There.
Okay, so for 5 days we travel. Unless anything big happens, Rob, you can talk to Lady Tanya all you want, but I can guarantee you, you basically, you're only going to get conversation out of her. Let's put it that way.
Oh, no, I figured.
Okay, but I mean, she's nice.
I find her attractive and all, but it's what it is.
Yeah.
But I'll keep engaging her in conversation and also trying, if she lets me, engage with the servants a little bit.
You can talk to the servants. She don't
See
care.
how they feel
As far as what?
being servants.
Oh, the old goblin.
Background.
The old goblin lady will basically just give you the spiel of my family's been in service to the house for multiple generations. This is my duty. I am honor bound to the Western Empire.
Hey,
Yeah, so
that's basically what I wanted. I mean, yeah. Other than that, other than engaging her in conversation and stuff, and I'll flirt a little bit.
With
Not
the
going to go anywhere, but that's all right.
with the old goblin
And
lady.
no. I know. And but otherwise, I'm kind of staying low. I mean, I don't really have to stay low until we get into territory, I guess. But
There's
just gonna
one.
be extra careful.
There's one, Brandon. I dropped it underneath the desk. I don't know if you heard it. Just for your count.
I
Okay.
did not, but I will add it.
Oh, you don't have to, fucker. I was just, whatever. So, it's a good thing you weren't hitting on the old grandma lady. I was going to turn into a freak. So, Sonny, you don't know what tree you're barking up, boy. Oh, shit.
Oh, I think you shook something loose there, Sonny. Boy, that's a good elf.
Dodged a bullet on that one there, Rob.
I'm just being friendly.
Okay, all right.
So is the goblin.
In fact, if you bring up the word slave to her, she'll actually take offense to it and tell you, I'm not a slave. I serve the house out of respect and loyalty, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, she gives a good, eloquent answer to liking her job. So, and the other two female kobolds are pretty young. They're just kind of like, we serve the house, You're not going to get out of them why or anything. They won't talk that much. They just kind of do their thing.
And also, I will kind of work into the conversation that Thar isn't totally available. Try and help my sister. I'm gonna be very subtle about it.
Oh, to who? Lady Tanya?
Uh huh.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. All right. So in this conversation, Lady Tanya's sipping her tea or whatnot. She just kind of looks at you and she just kind of nods like she gets it, and then she'll just steal her gaze over towards the Wolfen, and then an eyebrow at you like that one.
What? Oh, I'm not understanding. She thinks, oh, the wolf
In other words, you didn't get it.
available. Huh? What is she?
That's what I'm saying. You don't get it.
Yeah, she's basically without words asking, does Thar have a thing for that warrior Wolfen chick? That's what she's thinking.
Oh, and I'm like, no, not the Wolfen. Kind of a little bit of something going on with my sister. Kind of just. It's in the early stages.
So she just smiles and nods, and she was all like, I understand. No one comes from royal blood, and he's one of the new knights. He probably prefers to have someone closer to his family status and his earnings. I get it. Thank you very much.
Oh, bitch. Well, while she's over there grooming the horses, mumbling under her breath, but they just want to say that Miss Prissy thing. He likes it little tiny girls.
Yeah, I'd go say if the Wolfen heard any of that, she could see the Lady Tanya taking that two ways. Either it's like, well, maybe not, or I'm going to give him a taste of something of a better life, so he'll know. Don't dig in the dirt.
So the very last...
The glove has been... The gauntlet has been thrown. Challenge issued. Challenge accepted.
So the last part of that conversation with you, Rob, Lady Tanya will lean in and whisper to you, like you said, it's in its early stages. But then again, so are us. I like a challenge. Thank you.
Okay, there's an S word I want to throw here.
Duly noted.
She will say, I don't hear too much about the families of people around us. What is you and your sister's story? We have plenty of time to talk. She's going to try and get out of you your family background.
I don't think I trust
You're like, oh shit, run for the hills, man. Run for the hills. Oh crap.
I'm just basically going to say I'm not even going to say anything about we're from the north, but I'm not going to get any. It's not going to be. I'm not going to say we're from.
Oh yeah, she'll press. She'll be like, really? I mean, I know the northern lands rather well. What part of the northern lands do you know, dude? Watch out, you're about to be trapped.
Oh no, I'm going to be I'll pick a city way
up, like where the fuck up there?
West of whatever, and it's a real rural small place I know about,
Okay.
know of, and may have visited, so that I have a little more knowledge. But yeah, I'm not going to try and.
Yeah, she's actually gonna say, I know that we're gonna be driving right through there. Do you have family there we can visit?
Oh, I have some acquaintances.
You just open up a hornet's nest.
That's all right.
It's all right.
He can ask. I don't have to tell.
Right. We're not rolling interrogation where he has to know, but she's probably and ask for a lot of information. So, wow.
We're
role-playing.
nothing rural family, farmers, nature people from way west city, small. Well, not even a city, just rural.
Cool. Okay, that opens up some role-playing stuff we got to get to. Damn it! Now, all right, Monte, let me talk to you for a second. There's going to be a time at some point during this travel where Lady Tanya is going to come up to you and basically ask about what you know about Thar. It's obvious that Lady Tanya is interested in him. She's just digging for information. What do you tell her?
He has no reason to be dishonest, so she'll tell her what she knows. He's a wolf from a regular family that came from stock that valiant. He has demonstrated the capability of knight to such an extent that should be, those who know are proud. He's a humble man in his own way. Doesn't take things very much being, let's say, he's ill-educated in the ways of the...
That's cool. It wasn't so choppy that you couldn't make out what you were saying, though.
No, she's good at basically telling from what she knows of him. He's a down-to-earth man. He likes things that are down-to-earth. He doesn't demand very much. He's only just getting his taste of the world, same as her. As far as what his favorite things are, she knows he appreciates a good home-cooked meal. He likes the simple pleasures in life. He's not yet... How should I put it in regards? He's not yet tasted the finer things. It's new to him. He's uncertain how to carry on. Even I can see that. He's probably going to be shy around you because he doesn't quite know. May not even ever had a woman, for all I know.
And you've never, pardon for me being so blunt, you're obviously a warrior, the same as him, and it's hard not to notice his physique. Nothing romantic has ever come from the two of you. It's just been warrior friendship kind of thing, maybe?
Yeah, but it's been a case of warriors and friends. He's never asked me. I am not unknown to males, but I will say this much, speaking personally, I think he's beautiful. He's exceptionally fit. He has good lines, good definition. You have to say, from what I've been able to piece together, he has more endurance than I do, which I find slightly. But speaking as a woman to woman, oh honey, he's gorgeous. He gets a little cleaned up. It's like, for my nose, he tends to wear the dirt of the day a few days too long. But it's kind of hard to get him in the street, so to say, to clean him up. But yeah, physically wise, oh, he's nice. I haven't. The only one I've seen that has a better body that is fit was my adoptive father, and he could bench press a boulder.
Oh, well, if you don't, another thing, if you don't mind me asking, do you know of any sort of relationships or relationship that Thar has possibly had with your druid A-Wynd, the elf?
My suspicions are that they're close friends. I don't know how close with regards to if he's actually had liaison with her. I really don't know. I think she might want to make it more, but as I said, from what I've been observed, he's a little fuzzy in the ways of women, so he might not catch on to clues unless you kind of like a frying pan dropped him on his head.
Duly noted. All right. So, God, man. Okay, Kayden, your turn, bud. Just basically the same amount of questions. She's gonna kind of corner you in wagon, walk up in there wanting to talk to you. She'll excuse the blacksmith and say, I need to talk to the priest, and she'll regard you very warmly, very friendly, with all sorts of the proper respect and everything, but she's gonna go through the similar lines of questions. What do you say?
No, jeez.
So, just in case you forgot, so the first question is basically going to be, what all do you know about him, and what's his family like, and blah blah blah.
I don't know his family too well, but I do know more so that he's a fighter. He likes to be in the middle of intense situations. Mm-hmm. At least that's how it was when we were encountering devils. Yeah, real things. But you can definitely tell that he could use the wash. That armor's only shiny just because he just bought it. He's not happy about it.
She's like, yeah. He's definitely a man of the earth, basically, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if you catch him rolling around with pigs.
Ooh. Maybe that's why he likes the elf so much. Oh, I mean, what do you know about between him and the elf?
Oh, dear.
Hey, Greg, you've been bitch slapped. Anyway.
Oh my god.
I heard that.
Motherfucking. Go ahead, Brandon.
Processing. I can definitely tell that there's interest, but I do not pay too much attention to romantic affairs. My duties to my goddesses, I'm more focused on keeping warriors, and knowing her strength, I'm sure those two could go toe-to-toe as a sparring match.
Yes, including, I'm sure she probably wouldn't have a problem rolling with the pigs with him, so I guess she does have me in that aspect. Zing!
Yes. Unfortunately, I have threatened to have the elf and the wolfen hold him into a stream while I clean him a few times.
Interesting. Okay, well, she'll excuse herself very politely, asking about him. She definitely reiterates, make sure that you visit our religious citadel in our hometown when we get there. I can even put in a good word for you, but I don't think I will have to because you're going to be welcomed with open arms. So,
without a doubt.
Yeah, she's like, She'll definitely tell that you two are like really good friends since you said that you've known him for a while, and of course Thar speaks highly of you, so I wouldn't do anything to harm your friendship, but as far as family lineage goes, he has the butter to take care of my toast. Oh my.
I think once she's out of earshot, he's just going to go, oy vey.
Oy vey! Oh, God. Wow. Okay, so now we can get through that role-playing stuff there. This is the first time I've ever had to pick on one of my characters. It's usually one of you guys that I'm picking on something terrible, but didn't work out that way this time. All right. So after 4 days of travel, we're going to get to the markers that say, bring up my map area, that say that we are entering, sorry, PA page 104. Sorry, I need to go into the book here and look up Western Empire 104, the regional capital area, of Epiphany. That's how I'm going to say it anyways. So, but the region is called something else. Shoot, what is the region called? It's called the Middle Kingdoms House Kurzagi is the main one. Okay, so basically you'll see markers that list the middle, that you're now entering the middle kingdoms. Rob and Greg, this is the point where you guys start sweating. Let's put it that way. You know all these lands.
Yep. Put up and...
Yeah, even more careful. Trying to look like a guard. Well, actually, not trying to show myself much at all, but
Yeah,
trying to look like a guard.
Crawl in the wagon and stop playing the flute.
Yeah. Greg, for the past 2 days, every time you've gotten near Thar, whether it's nighttime or any time that you have seen Thar or tried to talk to him, or if you're still mad, whatever, but anytime that you've gotten near Thar, Lady Tanya has made sure that she has been around and directs his attention away from you. Yeah, we got the mean girls going on here. So
she'll just like and stomp off. Turn around and stomp off.
You're all like, mother bitch!
I could bring her little scrawny little ass.
And whenever Lady Tanya's thinking, don't go away, man. Just go away.
Yeah. Kayden, you might pick up on some of this just because of conversations with Thar. Because Thar's he's basically going to tell you everything where, at one night he was all like, you're going to notice one of the mornings he doesn't spend the night in the wagon with you. Maybe you're not surprised by this. You're just like, yeah. And the next morning, it's going to be like the 4th or 5th day. We'll say the 4th day. He comes back smelling rather kind of perfumey and clean. And he complains that Lady Tanya made him take what she likes to call a proper bath. All he does is laugh.
Yeah.
I think Kayden's just gonna sit and laugh.
Well, one of the nights,
If in those range,
Aisha will kind of like get a couple, her tent to be swarmed with a bunch of spiders and crawly things.
Whose tent?
There's no tent.
What's her name? The little scrawny bitch.
Oh, Lady Tanya?
Yeah.
So you're going to coerce some insects to go all over the wagon, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they're going to be a bunch, and you're going to hear, especially the old goblin inside, be like, there'll be some complaining, and then the insects are all going to get repelled instantly, as if something magical lit off, and all the insects and stuff basically get repulsed by the wagon. They don't get near the wagon anymore. They're just like, nope, I can't do that.
hold the benefits of wanting to be clean.
So, yeah. So, Kayden, you will probably notice some stuff. Monte, LeeLuu, with her good hearing, and you're just always around outside and everything. I know your characters. You have no problem picking up on what's going on. Just shake your head and stay out of it, basically.
Give or take, but she will not be able to resist making any comment regarding when Thar goes by and she smells him.
Yeah.
Knew him.
Yes.
He's like, oh, I love perfume, honey. That's gorgeous. You smell like a real man now.
Oh, he'll flip you off. He'll just flat out just give you the middle finger and just be like, there. He's as he's walking by, he's
She's
just like
smiling ear to ear the rest of the day. She had to poke at that. She had to jive.
he's just all like, Kayden, I need a dirty spell. Come here.
Me for spells.
You're a cleric. You do dirty things. We've all read about them in them weird scrolls. Come here.
That doesn't sound like you. Picking up a
You're
book.
not a choir boy.
Damn it.
Well, at some point, I'm going to take my sister aside and say, if you're interested in Thar, you might want to be a little more forward because that human bitch is moving in on him.
Well,
You might want to be, you might want to make a move, counter it
well,
with something other than spiders.
she'll get up and go like, you smell like shit. She grabs Thar. She'll grab Thar by the ear and go, "Come with me."
Oh dear God!
And then she'll start taking off his armor and and scrubbing him with the lotions and natural scent. None of this perfume and get that shit off of you.
Oh my God!
She'll get behind the ears and does his back.
That's gonna be a.
Oh my God!
I think Kayden's gonna go over to LeeLuu and go, "What in God's name is happening here?"
She'll go like, "If that's what you want, but don't capitulate to that." She put all this shit on you. She scrub your back, scrub your chest and your stomach and everything.
Oh God!
She'll get the undercarriage and everything.
Oh my God!
Got her little.
Oh God!
Huh?
I hear
She's going to work on Thar.
I hear
He just got a
70s.
bath, now he gets another one.
I hear 70s porn music playing now. What the fuck?
No. No, she's washing him. She's getting.
Oh, I know you're watching. Oh my God! I just. Oh.
And then when he twitches and says, she'll smack him in the head.
Don't say twitches.
Stand still. Be still.
We take role playing to a whole new level, people who are listening. So, So.
During all this, LeeLuu really has to be careful. She's gonna choke on something she's eating. She's laughing so hard right now. She can't hide it. She's about to fall over. She's in hysterics.
Then she'll help him put after she washes him, his legs, thighs, ass, everything.
Ow.
She's like, "Now you smell like a man.
Greg.
You don't smell like."
Greg, keep it PG, man. Good
Well,
lord.
I don't do anything.
Didn't do anything.
There is a choke giggle somewhere. Something about air. I need air.
Sis, when I said make a move, I didn't. Oh,
We weren't talking.
wow. I'm just kind of face palming and like, yeah, I didn't need to like scrub him down.
It's gonna repel.
He's never had any experience with the guys. He just like, now he smells like a man. Now he smells like a warrior or something. Doesn't smell all
I got that. I'm just relaying. I
got that.
A little much.
Huh?
LeeLuu is going to honestly have to resist. Does she have to make a save to not pass this on to a certain lady just because she finds it so hilarious?
Oh, that's completely up to you. I don't tell you how to play your character. It's
gonna eventually get out there because it's also when she tries to say it and not start laughing again and start hurting more that the mighty warriors smell beautiful and now he smells, thanks to an elf, a little less beautiful, a lot less, a really whole lot less.
oh boy. Okay.
We're really adding fuel to the fire. It doesn't know it.
Yeah.
She goes, "You feel better now, Thar? You don't smell all."
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
He just got manhandled.
Mommy said there'd be days like this. So.
I was hoping she'd be wrong.
Rob said it perfectly. Damn, sis, when I said to be more aggressive, I didn't say, like, Lowy Hong his ass or something. I'm like, Jesus. My God.
That doesn't mean traumatize the poor boy.
Jesus. Okay, well, role-playing's taken up like 90% of this podcast, but either you like it or you don't. But anyways, when you guys enter the Middle Kingdom's boundaries, you guys are going to get to a trading village, basically a small town that will have a family that Rob. So if you want to drop off your money here, you would be completely justified in doing so.
All right. I'm gonna ask Sis if she wants to tag along, if she wants to tithe also, and we're gonna be as surreptitious as possible.
Okay.
But I do want to drop this money off.
Okay. More than likely, it'll be spending the night here. The other wagon's over by the trading post and doing some trading and picking up of goods and things like this. I will say that the farming family is like a removed cousin to your family. Does that make sense? They don't listen to your dad, basically. They're on your mother's side. How's that?
Oh yeah, well I wouldn't be associating with somebody that had anything to do with my dad. So
Right. And
we have our connections because we do give out a lot of stuff and try and help out as much as possible since our dad screwed over so many people.
Yeah. So one of the family members will tell you if you're going to Epiphany to take this boat and stuff, try and keep as low profile as possible. Farquaad has now politically maneuvered himself into running for a council seat in the capital.
Well, I'm not surprised. Thank you for the information.
Just letting you know.
Yep. And then I'll hand over the 155.
Cool. Yeah, they'll
Tell
just
them, try and spread it around as much as possible. And
oh yeah, cousin Bill down the road. We can give some to him. Uncle Phil up here. Yeah. Oh yeah. They'll like we'll spread it out amongst our family.
All right, sis, did you come with?
Yeah. I go. I say, yeah, we go, and then I'll give them an extra 200 gold pieces.
Damn. There you go.
I mean, that's what we got to take care of everybody here in the town.
Yeah, I do at least 10%, and that's why I gave him the 155, and then
right.
We'll see about giving him some more later.
All right, just make sure that you guys take it off your character
I
sheets.
did.
You spent it.
Yeah, my 1102 did not include the 155, so 1102 is what I've got left.
Oh yeah, pardon me.
Well, he didn't buy a whole lot of expensive stuff for Raevyn. He just bought
Right.
2 daggers.
I just got the 2 daggers, and then our quote-unquote guard clothes, and then the tithe. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, he's
A
just
lot of our expenses have been covered, so.
And I give them to there and make sure all the kids they have enough to eat. Chill. Is there anything I can do around the house or?
I'm
I
sure
don't know
there's.
if that's a good idea, sis. We want to try and stay as incognito as possible.
Yeah, and then
I won't tell you not to do it, but I just,
right.
be
Well,
careful.
it's just be happy and ask them if the kids caught any snakes or spiders or anything for me because you know what I like.
Yeah, you can be getting an inventory of venom because you're not killing the spiders. You just capture them and then try and I guess milk them basically.
Yeah.
That's the term.
Okay, there you go. So
And then every once in a while, they then ask my cousins if they've heard anything from my grandfather and my mother. Have they heard anything else about them?
other than your mother, actually there was news about that. Your mother went to let me back up. So from what I read from your guys' background, she just gave birth to you two guys and didn't ever live with your father Farquaad at all, right?
Yeah, because he took off and left her.
Okay.
He didn't take care of her at all.
Okay.
And my father, so she stayed with my grandfather. He was raising her.
We're the oldest bastard. We're the
his
first original bastards. We're the oldest of any of his kids.
Right.
But we're bastards.
So your cousins will say that your mother is back with Farquaad at his estate, and apparently she is with him again. And
The fuck?
and whether
Oh,
it is by force or by whatever, but she is supposedly staying with him to produce more bloodline offspring that he will claim. But no one really knows what's going on because his political connections and stuff have basically shut down being able to gain information accurately from his house, from his estate. That's the latest.
What?
That's the latest.
Mother is staying with him. A little fucker.
it can't be by choice. It can't be.
We're just going off of what the rumors are. I mean, they are just rumors, but
Well, that's my character speaking. I just
Right.
saying out loud. It's like there's no way that she's with him by choice.
What about the land that
Not
he took?
really knowing the situation. I mean,
And she'll ask her, what about the land that he took from her?
That's all part of the Farquhar estate now.
well, that yeah. I mean, it always. I mean,
He's making money off of that in real estate. That's all his now.
well, and he didn't take just ours.
No, I read that. Yeah. But
Yeah,
he's actually
there's nothing really new there. Yeah.
well, he's actually appropriated more around there. They'll give off the name of a neighboring family, and he'll say they bought the family Denise. They bought their farm out and everything. They're all gone. He's bought all that land as well that goes up to the mountains or up to the shoreline. I should say.
Looks like we're gonna have to pull a Yellowstone Dutton kind of thing here because.
Yeah, just hope it doesn't end like that, though. You know. So yeah, they'll be happy to see you guys and just kind of and fill you out on what all's going on.
That's not good news, sis. That's not good.
But yeah, and they'll reiterate, if you guys are going to the harbor, stay low and out of the way as much as you can. Because if he hears that you're back in town, there's no telling what he's going to do.
Oh, yeah, he already tried to kill Rave once.
Well,
Yeah, we know what he's capable of. Yeah. And
rumors
he's
are...
going to want us out of the picture even more now if he's trying to sire more children with Mom, I would think.
And your cousin points at you, Raven, and says, you know that he was involved with the whole thing of you getting a bad rep with the Thieves Guild. So they're all in his back pocket now.
Yeah. Yeah. Situation not good.
I think that the only person we ever hear from is your halfling teacher, who is still part of a senior member of the guild, but he's rumor is he's kind of on the outs.
Yeah, quick. Yeah, he's the halfling.
Yeah. I'm not happy. But yeah, I'm gonna be. Yeah, I know. Thank you for the information. I appreciate it, even though it's not good news. And we'll try and help you out even more when we can. We'll make our. We're not gonna stay there. We're gonna stay with the caravan, or so, because we just want to try and stay undercover as much as possible. So.
Yeah, probably would be the best thing. Stay in the wagons as much as possible, all the way up to there. Even when you're getting searched, when you're going into the capital, try not to show your faces.
Yeah.
Just do whatever you can.
Oh, we're even in separate cars, train wagons. Yes, that's
Cool.
it. That's what.
All right.
So I'm in 3. Which one are you in, Greg? You pick one.
I'm sorry, 6. I'm sorry.
Oh, Kayden, I feel so sorry for you. You get to hear this from both ends now.
No, dear God.
You can't tell me there hasn't been times, Greg, if you're in 6, that you're complaining to the priest about, that prissy little bitch, I'll show her.
Oh, yeah.
I need to learn a silence spell. I don't know if I get access to one of those, though.
Son of a bitch. Right on. Oh, and Greg, since you went up to 3rd level, don't forget that you have that spell for the familiar. Takes a while to cast, but then you get an animal as your best friend in familiar. They're actually having a familiar in Palladium fantasies. They give them a lot more power than, say, like traditional D&D type stuff, man. So they're pretty cool.
Okay. Do I have to just cast and then you just roll randomly or what comes?
No, you get to pick it.
Okay.
It does specifically say in the book that you get to pick the animal, but the spell does require more PPE than what you personally have, so you will have to cast it as a ritual, and You're either going to have to do a blood sacrifice to gain the additional PPE, or have someone who has got a decent number of PPE that will willingly help you cast the spell. I.e., they have to give up some of their PPE to loan it to you so you can cast a ritual.
Oh, man, there's no ley line around here.
Not around this area, but they are rich in the Ophids grasslands where you guys are going to. There are a lot of ley lines up there, so that might help.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I think the last time we talked, you said you wanted to wait until you got further north and across, up there anyway.
Yeah.
So. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Just make sure to remind yourself that you want to cast that up there, all right?
Right.
Okay, so traveling on, we will get to the capital city of Epiphany. As we get closer, there is going to be road signs that have on there in Western. So anyone who's not literate in Western, you can have someone talk about it. But I mean, at some point, Greg and Rob, you'll see the signs and understand what they say. But there are basically going to be signs that say vote for Farquaad for council in Epiphany. He's the working person's soldier.
Full of shit.
You did lying motherfuckers. That's what you're gonna do. So I'm just saying, yeah, you guys are gonna see campaign signs out there. Okay.
Yeah.
Oops! The sign fell in the dirt, in the mud.
How'd that get knocked over? Son of a bitch. That's just kind of weird how that happened. Yeah. Okay, so we'll pull up into the capital city of Epiphany. It's a huge city that has a very large dock. In fact, it's one of two major trading post docks when it comes to the Western Empire. So it doesn't sound like anyone has done anything remarkably bad. So getting through the guards is going to be pretty easy. They're just going to cursory glance at everyone, look at papers, and go through each of the wagons. As long as the two elves don't draw a lot of attentions to themselves, you guys will be able to get through unless you want to do something different.
Nope. But me being such a big elf, female elf, they're going to say, what the hell?
Well, as long as you don't draw attention to yourself.
No, no. I don't. I'm just like, she's just a big, hardy elf.
Yeah, no excursions.
Okay, so you basically, are both of you just going to stay in the wagon during that time then?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Greg, same with you?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, it is. As long as you stay inside the wagon, they'll just open up the doors, just kind of walk around and look and nod at you guys and not see your faces very clearly because, like you said, you're wearing a hood, you're keeping it low, you're not drawing attention to yourself. You don't give any reasons for them to go. So yeah, you guys start going through the main travelers road through Epiphany. Sights and the sounds of the city bring back memories to you two elves till you get to the docks, and she has got 3 ships that are set up. One is a fairly large, I'm not a ship person, but I think it's a galleon, is a bigger class of ship, and then there's 2 smaller ships that kind of act like escorts, because this is all militaristic, obviously, so we're going for a boat ride for 4 days, people.
Do the wagons actually get on, go up onto the boats, or?
No, they're going to unload the wagons.
Okay.
But our whole group is going to be assigned to a couple of rooms, so we'll have to divide them up, however we want. But we are on the galleon. We're on the bigger ship. So.
Oh, and I forgot to say, since Hamon is being NPC'd, he shoots it at some point. He shoots it.
Oh, okay, yeah. We got to play Thomas's character. I forgot. Yeah. He's the NPC in the back with no emotions, just kind of walking around behind us going, ha. So, yeah. He just shoots something at random. There you go.
And the reason I thought about Hamon is I thought maybe we'd want the elves in one room and everybody else in the other.
That's kind of up to Monte's character is...
Actually, I think me and Sis should stay in separate rooms. Separate rooms, separate wagons, separate, so that we're not seen together, because that could kind of give us away. They could be looking for, brother and sister. And I think we want to split us up, actually.
Could be. Yeah, probably not a bad idea. So we'll just divide it. Like I said, we have 2 rooms. We're just going to have to get comfy, Yep.
And you guys can figure out how you want to do it, just as long as me and Sis are in separate.
Cool. When you guys are getting on the boat, Kayden, you'll be next to Thar as he's getting on there, and he's just kind of... Thar's a little nervous. He's just all like, I've never been on a big boat like this. This is going to be kind of weird, little buddy. How do I handle this?
Me, to be honest, I'm not sure myself. I've not been on a boat either, but new adventure.
Yeah, Monte, since you're back, how would your character fare being on a boat for 4 days? Thar's kind of nervous. He's never been on one.
She's heard of it. I know she knows how to swim, so she's not afraid of the water.
Oh, okay.
But, you can't really swim in armor per se, but at the moment I figure she's not wearing the armor right now.
Well, yeah, we become boat anchors with our armor.
She's never been on one per se, so she's going to be excited.
Okay. So, LeeLuu and Thar and Kayden are coming up on there. We've got our personal effects and stuff like that. And there's going to be a couple of the soldiers that we've been traveling with who walk up with Lady Tanya. And Lady Tanya's got this evil little sheepish grin that Kayden and LeeLuu, both of you have come to recognize as, I'm here to stir shit up now. You're like, uh-oh, incoming. So
Bringy bitch alert.
LeeLuu's silently ready for it. She loves this.
yeah. So they come up and the soldiers just start taking stuff off of Thar, and Thar's not wearing his armor, of course. He was told, you don't wear your armor on a boat. End of story. You never do. Put it in a chest, lock it away. Do not wear metal on a boat. So, and Monte, your character would be told the same thing. He's like, lock it away and don't even think about putting it on. So,
well, her idea is that if you fall over, you're dead.
Right.
Well,
there's actually, and I looked it up. So back in the day, it was actually a bad omen to be wearing metal armor on a boat. It was inviting disaster.
She would be thinking, common sense. Don't wear it, otherwise you fall overboard, you're going to sink like a rock, you'll die.
Well, that's probably...
And she can cheat from an armor.
That's probably where the rumor was originated from, maybe, so... I wouldn't have any doubts about it. I'd be like, yeah, got it. That doesn't sound like a warning. That sounds like common fucking sense is what that does.
Yeah. Because I could see her father teaching her, it's like, now that you have armor, nice armor, good. You know how to swim? Yes, father. Push. Now swim. No problem.
How's your swimming now? Son of a bitch!
See? This is called training. It's to get you stronger.
Anyways, they start taking personal effects from Thar. Lady Tanya slides right up next to Thar, takes his arm, and she just looks back at LeeLuu and Kayden and winks and nods at them and then gives this shit-eating grin at A-Wynd. And she was all like, his room is already being taken care of. Come on, Thar. And then he's just kind of like this look of all like, hey, what's going on? Hey, Kayden, are you coming with me? She's like, no, you have your own place that you have to stay. I'm going to help you with your seasickness. He's like, I don't know if I have seasickness. Oh, okay, yeah, I got seasickness. All right, fine.
LeeLuu's just grinning. She's grinning like a devil. She's not saying nothing, but she's got that grin on her face.
Do you think his armor's not the only thing that's going to get polished?
I nudge my sister like a...
She's just going to say under her breath, if anybody hears her, it's them. But she's going to say under breath, he's not a virgin anymore.
Oh, fuck. Did she hear that?
That's up to you. I'm not playing that one. So if you want to roll it, you can roll it if you want. I mean...
When I roll a d20?
It'd be a perception roll. You need over a 12. You have a +1 on your perception. Hey, our first die is a bitch roll. All right.
I use perception dice?
Yeah.
Percentile dice?
No, it's perception. D20. D20
Okay.
+1.
Okay, I got a 16.
Oh, yeah, you heard LeeLuu say that.
What?
Oh boy.
Wow.
Just gonna let her just do what she
No,
wants.
that's mine.
There's
She's
no
doing
one.
what she wants.
There ain't no one's going to stop her. If anyone moves to stop, there are going to be soldiers that are going to block your way and give you the angry death stare of all like, don't do it. Apparently, she's had this planned out for a while. She's got
I
all
told you, sis. I told you, sis. You snooze, you lose.
Mother. Hey, since we're doing this whole perception roll, give me another perception, Greg. Just please make it. Oh, please make it.
No.
Oh, damn.
Wait, hold on. Shit, I can't even fucking...
We're on the table, Greg.
Someone roll.
No, 4.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're bitching. You're bitching too much. But just about everyone else is going to see this look from Lady Tanya that she gives A-Wynd of basically just all like, bitch. You know, the Valley Girl head tilt, bitch. So,
Legally blonde bitch.
come on, Monte, you didn't miss that one at all. You're just all like, wow.
You look at that and mutters under breath again. Oh, the boat's still in the dock and it's going to be rocking.
Damn.
To check out his mast and shiver his timbers.
Wow.
She'll look up at the Wolfen and give her an evil stare. Like,
And LeeLuu look at you and I was like, what? He's probably, I mean, he's built like a rock. He's gorgeous. I don't know how well hung he is, but I can, one thing I've seen back when he's bathing, it's a rare thing. It looks nice. He just happened to be in the area when I was gathering certain wild stuff to bag spices for the cooking. And I decided to linger for a little while and watch. Oh, well.
Damn.
Kayden's not saying a damn thing in this.
So, Rob, are you now giving the opposite advice? Maybe you should have got a little bit more aggressive. I don't know. I'm sorry about that, sis.
Well, I mean,
You've been beyond the bath, huh?
Say again, Rob?
I guess I should have been more specific, and like, you need to let him know how you feel if you want a chance to be with him. But you decided to scrub him raw.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have been more specific. Obviously, she's just
Don't be a thirsty bitch about it.
putting down.
Okay, so that night we're getting set up, told that, you know, go to the rooms, that they'll serve dinner at a tavern kind of thing. I assume that Greg and Rob, your two characters, are going to stay on the boat and not go to the dinner at the tavern. That would be bad, I think, right?
Oh yeah, we're not doing that.
Cool.
I'm not going to speak for Sis, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she wouldn't either.
Okay. Greg, what do you say?
no, she wants to sneak into the room and put some shit in the bed.
Well, the guards are going to kind of make that impossible to do unless you're a thief and you want to make skill rolls.
There is a thief in the party, but
Yeah, but all depends. How's it going to cost?
Wow.
but my advice, Sis, would be stop the passive shit
Might be a little bit too late.
and just
Just kick the little bitch's ass.
direct.
Wow.
Well, no, I would not recommend that.
Do you know what the maritime laws are for assault on a ship? So you might be using that. Might be using that summon familiar for a shark.
She's hired us. She's royalty. That's not a good idea. You just need to be more direct with Thar. That's what you need to do. Don't go to the dinner. That's just asking for trouble. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, he had already said he wasn't going to, so that's cool. Okay, so later that night, while the group is eating at the inn, A-Wynd, you're in your room doing whatever druids do. Plus, you're being really angry at the world right now. Raevyn, you were given a plate of food. Someone brought, one of the stewards, something like that, servants, brought you a plate of food from the inn and said, here you go. You know, they knew you weren't going, but they drop off a plate of food to you anyways. So yeah, you accept the food, you close the door, you turn around, and there is a halfling sitting on your bed, looking at you, tapping his hairy feet on the floor.
Quick! Stop!
He just points a finger at you and makes a motion of all like, shut up.
Okay,
He's just like,
I'm quiet now.
yeah, he just has this look of like, are you nuts? You don't yell out stuff like that. You know better. Then,
Well, I haven't seen you in a while. Come on, give me a break.
Doesn't know better.
he'll walk over to the door, fish in one of his pockets in his vest, produces a little amethyst gem, blows on it, it glows, and he puts it on the floor in front of the door. And then he goes back over to the bed and sits down, looks at you and just shakes his head and goes, do you think in any way that you are going to be able to come back into town and at least myself not recognize it? And then he'll address you as your real birth name, the name that he knows.
Oh, I thought we were being careful. What? I don't
No
know
one-
what to tell you.
No one can hear us beyond that door. I have it magically encased right now.
I'm not sure what he's asking or saying.
Well, he's just basically saying, did you think you were going to come into town without my notice? Did you?
Oh, I see. No, not really. I mean, I wasn't sure you were going to be here.
I have to be here. Although I'm kind of almost interviewing for other jobs because your father, that dung-filled heap of fly shit, is running me out of the guild. But because of my prestige, that's the only reason why the guild puts up with me.
Oh, sorry to hear it, but you're not the only one he's done that shit to. And what's up with Mom?
She is an official concubine to his house.
I'm taking it that's not a willful thing.
Well, it's willful, so the other sides of the family can remain alive, from what I've gathered.
Oh, not willful. Gotcha. She's doing it for the others. I got it.
So he won't kill your other family line like he's been threatening to do. He got rid of you two, now he wants to get rid of the rest.
Well, we're still here.
As long as I allow it.
Shouldn't Sister be in on this?
She's in the next room and she's being really mad, and I've always had difficulty talking to her when she's angry. What's got her so pissed off?
Yeah, she kind of likes this guy, but she won't follow through, and now someone else is taking it. Typical.
I got it. Yep, gotcha. So what made you get in with House Uberman? What are you guys doing?
Oh, just working, trying to make, money, helping people out, and...
Old house.
Gee.
Very well connected, but you're going to be traveling a long ways.
Yeah.
Probably not a bad place for you, out on the frontier of the northern part of Ophelia's grasslands. I mean, that's pretty far removed. At least you know your father can't really touch you that much out there, but he can here. But I'll make sure he doesn't know.
Oh, I appreciate that.
As much as I can. I mean, again, I've got enemies within the guild, and they would just love for me to turn and give your position up. Hell, I'd probably be set up with whores and gold for the rest of my life if I gave the two of you up to the guild right now.
Yeah, but I'm pretty temptation. Any of those. You wouldn't do that. I'm too pretty.
Boy, you ain't that pretty. But
yeah. Anyway,
You sound just like your daddy.
I'd love it. I really want to help Mom, but I don't know what I could do.
There's nothing you can do. She's protecting her side of the family. As long as she's doing this, everyone's going to stay alive. If she doesn't do this, her side of the family are going to get slaughtered by Farquaad. It's that simple.
Yeah, I know. I figured it had to be something like that.
Tell you what, why don't you go grab your sister so I can say hi to her, because she'll probably lose her crap if I don't say hi to her. I'll disengage my gem. Just go grab her and bring her here.
All right. I do so.
All right. So, Greg, you coming?
Yeah.
Somebody's here to see us.
I'll go. Well, who is it?
I won't tell you. You'll just have to see.
So, yeah, you guys go back in the room. He'll reactivate the gem, and he'll turn to A-Wynd, and he'll just go like, damn, you're a big bitch.
Not big enough. Kick that little scrawny bitch's ass.
Oh, my God.
Sis, you know what you gotta do.
Kick that little scrawny bitch's ass. That fucking blonde foo-foo hair.
No, we've already talked about this. No. She's hired us. She's royalty. No.
Oh, my God. A-Wynd wants to beat up Lady Tanya? That would be extremely bad. Extremely bad move on your guys' part.
No, that's why that's what I'm telling her.
She's the one that she called us pigs. Poor people.
She's royalty. Of course she did.
Directly, I mean.
We're nothing to her.
If you want to fight for Thar, you need to talk to Thar.
What's a Thar? That comes from the halfling. He's like, what's a Thar?
Sister?
Say again?
We were gonna have. She's not even built to have babies. Look at her. She's not even gonna have. She's gonna have mutant, scrawny little pups.
Damn.
Me and Thar, we could have had dire baby, big giant mutant dire baby.
Well, you kind of gotta let him know how you feel.
Quick is gonna snap
That's
his
the
fingers.
last I'll say.
Quick is gonna snap his fingers a couple of times to draw the attention of Raevyn. And he's just, when you look at him, he's gonna go like, Thar? What's a Thar? Who is that?
It's this night guy of house, and she's smitten. She won't follow through, and now Lady Tanya's taken an interest in him, and she's being very passive aggressive, which is good. We don't want her being aggressive. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that's all royalty house stuff. I don't know if there's, I'm not going to get involved in that. You two do what you got to do, but short of assault, that might be a bad idea there, big woman. You just might, you guys got a long ride ahead of you. You'll be all right. Keep your cows low inside of the next city port, which is blah, 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 blah. Ophelia, when you guys get there, because there's military and scouting units that sympathize with your father's power out here. So, just be wary in that city. I don't think he's got any sort of control outside the city, but he definitely has some forces inside the city for trading and reinforcement and such. But I know the guild there is not related to us, but just try and be careful about showing your face there, Raevyn. I'll use that name.
All right. Yep, I figured as much. I mean, I didn't know his influence was quite that far, but I'm not surprised.
Well, the Western Empire can only expand to the north, so that's where all the new politics are going. So you can bet your dad's got his hand in that cookie jar when it comes to trying to expand to the north.
Yeah, we've seen the campaign signs.
Oh, unbelievable. And he's going to win, too. He's choking out his competition. He's got dirt on all of them. He's bought every single motherfucker who's against him.
Again, not surprised.
Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if all three of them who are running against him, if they don't all just drop out. I think that's what he's looking for, so he can do a landslide victory. So
yeah, he never does play fair.
Not a chance. But
it's good to see you. I'm glad you're okay.
I'm all right for the time being, as long as they don't learn
Glad
about this.
Mom's still okay, if not in a very happy place. We can do about that at some point.
I don't know if I'll ever get to see your mother, but if I do, I'll let her know in a side conversation that you two are looking good and doing all right.
I appreciate it.
So I'm going to get going before my alibi disappears. So he'll pick up his gem. He'll hug both of you.
Hug him back.
He'll look at you, Rob, and say, take care of yourself, man. Do whatever you can not to get found by your father. It's not going to do you a damn bit of good to try and fight against him. I'm telling you from experience. Stay away.
I'm going to stay away until I can't anymore.
Yep. And then he'll give you a hug and he'll just say, Jesus Christ, stop growing. God damn. So then he'll bid farewell and he's going to just silently, he'll be gone. The rest of the group will come back for the boat, and basically very, very early in the morning, we're all going to be out on boat. So what I would like, just to shits and giggles of it, I need everyone to roll a saving throw. You need over a 12. And if you have a poison and magic bonus based off of your physical endurance, you can add that to your D20. So roll a D20, and you can add your physical endurance bonus. And give me that result for each of your characters, please. Thar has a +2. He gets a total of an 18. All right, so he gets over a 12. Rob, I'll start with you. We'll just go at the top and work our way down. What do you get?
Nat 20 on the Cthulhu die.
All right, so you are just fine. I'll tell you what.
Born to be on the ocean.
That's exactly what it is. So Thar doesn't get seasick, and neither does you. All right, Greg. It's a straight up D20 for Greg. What'd you get?
I'm gonna go check on him.
Did he fall asleep at the computer? Is he mad?
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I got a 2.
Oh my God, you are heaving like a... Oh, dude! You are extremely seasick, man. There's not a moment that goes by that you enjoy this trip for 4 days. You can't keep food in you. You're horrible. I'm sorry, Greg. Wow. That was a bad time to roll that save.
Yeah, no, Lady Tanya's enjoying every sweet minute of it.
I was the poor elf heaving.
Oh, going on land.
Yeah, if Raevyn even suggests to you about going to go talk to Thar and do your charms, you're just all like, sure, I'll get to it in just a minute. Oh, dude. All right, that was bad.
It's extremely hard to be charming when you're leaning over the rails.
We're twins here. What? How? I don't.
Yeah, you guys almost went the total opposite of each other. All right, Monte, what did you get for LeeLuu?
He rolled a natural 19. She has no bonus, so she's doing pretty darn good.
Yeah,
She's enjoying it.
Yeah, you're just all like, oh, this is kind of cool. Right on. And Kayden, come on, dude. Come on, dude. What'd you get, man?
Oh, not as bad as the other elf, but I'm adding chump to the water.
What'd you roll?
I got a 7.
Oh, yeah, 3 out of the 4 days you are not feeling good, dude.
I think by the 4th day I'm finally accustomed to it.
Yeah, by the 4th day you're just all like, hey, I can eat and keep food down for once. Wow. You may lose about 8 pounds of weight, but, you're like, oh my God.
You know what? I'll take the benefit that being a priest is, making it to where I don't have to eat for a few days. Just like, I don't need food. I'm sure I did something wrong. Yeah, I don't need food.
That's awesome. Well, yeah, it does matter, dude. You're just all like, yeah, this is great. You're hanging out up at the crow's nest and sometimes going like, wee!
Man, I need to buy me a boat.
Right! You're all like,
Getting this.
Sailor's life for me. Hey, sis, come on, let's buy a boat. Oh, never mind. Oh, Greg, what are you doing, man? It's hard to look sexy and get your man when you're just, you're all green. Not in a She-Hulk way either, man. You're just,
There's more of a she-ug way.
Oh my goodness, that's bad. Poor Greg.
He was enjoying some of the time at the very least. She'll find a spot on the boat that feels right. She'll pretty much relax, and on at least 1 or 2 days when the sun's out, she'll be sitting there in the nude, practicing her martial arts meditation. And just moving with the sway of the boat.
Jesus Christ, if you're doing that in the nude, you know how many sailors are going to be doing charcoal drawings of you? I ain't never forgetting this shit. Oh my God.
Inspiration for a new ship figurehead.
This is an excellent chance to continue to fuel her knowledge of martial arts and how better to practice balance and so forth than practice without armor or any gear on the ship that's moving so she can stay upright.
Oh yeah, there's a whole lot of sailors that are upright. Yeah.
She's proud of this. She doesn't mind her body. It doesn't bother her in the least. The only thing that'll make her a little bit upset is if the one in charge says don't walk around like that. If no one complains, he's happy.
No one says anything. Nope. But yeah, you will be approached by several sailors of just all like asking you out, wanting you to be in their bed looking like that. So if you want company for the 4 days, you're good.
I got a plank you can walk.
She's one of those. You teach me how to do that? Do what? The smart ones will probably make that angle of like, I've always wanted to study the martial arts. How do you do this thing?
Yeah. All right, there's no Wolfens on this ship. Apparently, Wolfens don't go on boats very well, so...
Well, Gino, now we know why.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's how 4 days on the sea is going to be like. We got several of us that are just all like, okay, cool, that's good. We got someone who's practicing the discharge for the whole trip, and then our little priest guy slowly gets used to it until we dock. And he's like... Oh, all right. Thank goodness.
It's over.
Yeah. And during those 4 days, Kayden, you will get a visit for a little while from Thar, like twice in the 4 days.
Okay.
Yeah. There'll be like a dinner where you guys get summoned to a fancy dinner or you get summoned for a fancy dinner in the captain's quarters where Lady Tanya will be there and Thar will be there and you'll get to see him. And Thar during that time, he doesn't look like he's uncomfortable. He's just kind of like, okay. And he's like eating fruits and stuff that she's feeding from him. And Lady Tanya is, like really giddy and very fluid and all over him.
I see.
Somewhere on the ship, there's someone green faces that suddenly the ship is like rock a little more, and they're like, "I hate you."
I don't think Kayden has an opinion either way as to which one he goes for. So I mean,
every time the captain sees a small wave and she's in eyesight, I'm sure Lady Tanya will pass him a gold saying, "Hit the wave."
Hit that one.
Maybe that's what was getting me off so much at the bad start. Just like,
So yeah, you'll see You get to talk now, and if you want to talk to him, you can. He'll just be like, "What's up, little buddy?"
It could be better. Water's not my thing.
Oh,
But
I'm doing okay.
I know
Tanya,
you through quite a bit, so you can handle quite a bit.
well, Tanya's been showing me these like breathing techniques that are pretty good at settling your stomach, and yeah. And I've been able to lift weights on here. They've got a bunch of iron bars and everything around. I've been keeping up with my workouts and everything. So I heard you've been sick. So Lady Tanya told me that it can be kind of contagious if someone is seasick. So that's why I haven't come down with you yet. Tanya's been telling me to kind of stay away, but it seems like you're doing okay today. So that's good.
What do I know about seasickness? Like, would I know that that's not contagious?
He's stupid, and she's playing into it. That's a good question.
I think, like, with all my medical skills.
Maybe? I don't know. There's no boat-like skill. I'm sure there is. Oh, there's sailing. It's a scholar.
Your navigation?
Well, it'd be pretty common knowledge that you can get sick on the boat. But whether it's contagious or not,
Either biology, you could roll either like biology or first aid, whichever is higher.
Alright, let me grab my other dice, because these were not being as nice to me. Watch me crit fail this. 81, I don't make it.
Okay, yeah, then you would have no idea. You're just like, never heard that before. That's weird.
Sound logic, a lot of illnesses are contagious.
Right, right, yeah. So, sure.
So how have you been holding up in comparison with away from everyone else?
Getting a lot of rest and working out and hanging out with the soldiers. Tanya's not bad, to hang out with at night.
I can imagine. She seems to have really taken to you.
Yeah, he's gonna smile and kind of blush a little bit, be like, yeah.
More than just a little bit, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that Raven's been she's been really sick, huh? She can't handle the boat.
More so than myself.
Yeah, Tanya told me that it was not pretty what happened to her. That she had a case of I think she said the greens or something, where basically you turn green and you look bad, and you want to stay away from them, and they can't move, or stuff like that. So I guess she got this sickness pretty bad.
Hopefully she'll be better when we're done. Something about the sea air, I would think.
Yeah, he'll just ask about everyone, talk to me. It's all like, I saw LeeLuu, she's talking to the soldiers, and she's been working out and stuff. I didn't get a chance to talk to her because Tanya and I were walking around for a moonlight little stroll on the top deck, and I was gonna go talk to LeeLuu, but Tanya said that we needed to go back, so I went with her. So, lead along much?
Now, I have to ask, are you doing these things by your choice or by her choice?
Why? I don't get it. He looks confused, and he's all like, well, of course it's by my... I do whatever, but, come on, man. Her bed's soft, she's a total knockout, and she's actually pretty nice. Why wouldn't I stay with her, man? Come on. I'm a knight, she's like royalty. How many chances am I going to get for this, dude?
Yeah, that's just making sure you're happy.
I'm doing great! Need some cereal. There you go. Oh, boy. Cool. So, at the end of 4 days, we will dock in Ophelia, which is another huge capital city, but now you guys are out in the official Ophid's grassland colony area out here. So, where's my map? Good. Yeah, we're now into the northern wilderness, which is mostly Wolfen controlled up here. So,
Ear perk.
yeah. Well, your background wasn't that. You were really from many of the tribes. You had some different stuff written up that I saw, right?
Oh, yeah, most certainly. But just the idea they're in the area. Well.
Yeah. So where we need to go is to Nos Kadig, which is several days to the west. We're just going to follow the shoreline to there. It's going to take 5 days to get to Nos Kadig. So we'll do that. We'll take 5 days in a hooded caravan. Their caravan is going to be much bigger and fancier and more armored because she's basically, at home. So it's going to be more like a 8-wagon caravan, and there's going to be probably twice as much guards with soldiers and everything all around, heavy armor. And there's going to be a contingent of like 6 knights of the Western Empire for Nos Kadig that are here that will also act as escorts. So yeah, we're surrounded by a bunch of people, and there's actually not only that, but there will be 3 people, 2 elves and 1 human that are from House Uberman, but they are obviously mages of some type. They're not wearing armor. They've got magic. They're dripping with magical gear. Their PPE is like really high for those of you who can sense it. They're mages. So there you go.
Okay. I was waiting for someone to speak up.
Yeah, so was I. I was all like, wow, I gave out all this information and no one gives a shit. I was like, fine, all right, cool, whatever. I was like, damn. Did your guys care at all? I mean...
No, I avoid them, the mages.
Oh, okay.
How many of them again?
There are 2 elves. Well, there are 3 mages. 2 of them are elves and 1 of them is a human. And you guys will easily figure out that the elf who's in charge... He's a male. He's like in his middle-aged elf. And he's actually a wizard OCC. The other mage that's with him is actually a mind mage psychic. And the human that is going along with them, he is actually a warlock of Earth. Yeah, he's an Earth warlock.
It's get very interesting out of character.
Yeah. But they're all wearing House Uberman tabards and regalia, and I mean it's obvious that they are who's footing the bills for them, who they're hired by. So
any enchantments on them?
Tons.
Their socks are enchanted.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm just looking up. Mm-hmm.
Robes, earrings, rings, brooches. Yeah.
Underwear.
Yeah, I kind of lean over to my brother and go, stay away from them. I mean, they're loaded with enchantment.
Okay. Kind of wondering why they're hiring us if they have access to this kind of firepower.
What makes me wonder is the fact that, not that, but along the same lines, maybe it's something that it's a force that is already trying to make an encroachment in the area. Their reserves are thinned, so to say. Are strange is what I'm trying to get.
Yeah, that would make sense.
We don't know enough about it just yet, but hopefully we're going to know more when we get there.
No one's really asked. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not like you've had anyone to talk to, but I'm just saying no one's really prodded that type of information. So yeah, this contingency of going back to her Nos Kadig is heavy. And apparently she does know the wizards and everything, because she'll actually give them a hug and talk to them in Elvish and, and greet them and say, yeah, it's been, thank you for helping and stuff like that. And then she'll introduce Thar to the other knights, and they're just all like, hey, what's up? What's going on? The senior knight, who's basically going to be like a lieutenant in the military. He should be a soldier, but he's actually a knight. He's actually going to be a rather large, muscular Wolfen.
Yeah, she'll be keeping half eye on that one.
Yeah, you're like, hey, you and me. I'm right here, buddy. How you doing? But yeah, he looks like a big Wolfen.
Her thoughts are like, I can keep an eye on that one. See how gruff he is, or if he actually has a soft side.
Oh, yeah. No, he's going to be very etiquette and shake hands, kiss wrists, and all kinds of stuff.
He gets all tail wags out of her.
Yeah, he'll give you a smile. He just kind of smirks and nods at you, and he'll just say, warrior, kind of just regard you like that.
She'll just smile back and try to look a little more respectful. Just stand. and then she'll screw it up with handsome, soldier, sir.
Yeah. And so this guy will go introduce himself. I didn't give him a name. He's just Lieutenant something or whatnot, but he'll introduce himself to Rob, your character. He'll reach out to shake your hand if you're willing to shake it.
This is the Wolfen?
Yes, this is the Wolfen Knight who's basically in charge.
Sure, I'll shake his hand.
Okay. He just says, hey, good to see you. All that stuff. Greg, are you willing to shake his hand, or are you shunning him? He's not a mage, he's a knight, so...
Yeah, I give him a nice, strong, firm handshake.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, his eyes just kind of open up as he tightens up a little bit, and he just kind of nods his head at you. He's just all like, all right. As he was all like, you don't look like you're a warrior. May I inquire of your profession there, my lady?
My lady. Yeah. She'll go, lady. Huh? No, I'm just a druid.
Oh, a druid. Excellent. I don't have one in our company. That should come in.
She says that in Wolfen.
Okay. He nods and he'll say back in Wolfen, well met, my lady. And he'll kiss your wrist in proper etiquette.
I was like, yeah, thank you.
Jay, baby, you like it doggy style? How about wolfy style? What's up with this? Come on. He already
beware the like nibble.
Yeah, he already met Monte, so then he'll come over to Kayden and be very cordial, but not gripping your hand very, very much. He actually will go down to one knee, so he puts himself, somewhat on your level. He's being nice about it, basically.
I appreciate you not making me reach.
He'll shake your hand and he addresses you. He says, a priest of the light for Ruga is well valued around here. And he'll actually reach underneath his armor and pull out a holy symbol to Ruga and basically give out their prayer to Ruga, the short prayer, and then he'll kiss it and he'll shove it back in underneath his armor and just kind of nod at you.
May you stay strong and standing like the black walnut.
I'm curious, Keith, when he pulled out the holy symbol and knelt before our companion, do you see him pull the symbol up?
If you want to, yeah, sure.
It just got her curious, because she's already, in her mind, she's already received a blessing of health from his deity, and now she sees one of her people that follows it. Like, really? It's got her curious.
Yeah, that's however you want to do it, so, or how you define it, that's fine.
Well, the way I've got her set up so far is that she hadn't chosen a god or anything. She didn't know much per se regarding her, her spiritual path, but now she's seeing signs that, well, so far, any touchings with this particular deity have been good.
Yeah, just remember those deities, they really don't care about you at all. I mean, it's all for their own self-service.
Yeah, that's according to legends, and that's why she's kind of strayed away until now she's seeing other things.
Go ahead, Kayden. Admonish me. Go ahead.
I rolled my percentile to see if I would pick a fight.
You're all like, oh, shut up, Thar.
I will put a dent in your new armor.
Thar's all like, they don't care about us. They don't listen to us at all. I mean, we're... Shut up, Thar.
I'll let you think that. I'm not going to shove religion down your throat.
Woo.
I know it's not for everyone.
Rob, at any time, are you going to go up and meet with the mages? I know that, Greg, you won't, but Rob, are you interested in talking to them at all?
I'm a little curious, but I don't really know. Not at this. I might. You know what I would do is I'd approach Tanya and see what she had to say about them.
About who? The three mages?
Uh-huh.
She's going to say they're my family's military magical advisors. They've been in service to our house since forever. Especially the eldest one there. He's gives off his name and it says he's a renowned battle wizard for our house, and it says I love him to pieces. He's a great guy. If I could live for 1,000 years, I would marry him.
And the name doesn't ring a bell to me.
Not a chance. No.
Okay. No. That's it. Yeah. Curiosity sated.
Okay. There will be a point where the other elven mind mage will come up and want to talk to you. He'll introduce himself. He won't reach out to shake your hand.
Okay.
And then he'll just explain. He'll just point at his head and just say, most people don't take well to the mystic arts of the mind. So I try and keep my touchings at a minimum to alleviate procrastination, you know.
I'm like, okay, I sense a butt.
No, he's just all like, I just want, haven't seen elves from the other lands, and you have a kind of a familiar face. I can't quite place it, but are you from these lands, or are you just visiting, or interested in knowing who you are?
You know something I don't?
No, I'm not going to pry. I'm not allowed to. That would be illegal. Now, there's a but in there. He's like, but, if you're not psionic, I really want the information.
I'm not really from here. Lying, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know, how close am I to inland?
Close enough to talk to him, right? I mean...
Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to tell him who I am.
Would geography and heraldry do anything about him?
About him?
Yeah.
Geography doesn't, to my knowledge, geography doesn't do anything for people. It's for knowing where you're at, but I've been wrong before. I guess I'll go look it up. Is that...
He is from the area. Would it be something that I would know since I studied that stuff? Regional?
Oh, there is no geography. Geography is land navigation, really. Is there a separate skill for geography? Did I miss something?
Well, I got regional knowledge of geography and history and...
That's your Druid knowledge stuff. Oh, okay. That's regional stuff. I mean, it basically doesn't tell you about him. It's just knowledge of the area around here that you'll have.
His family, or have I heard of the family name? Or
he doesn't give a family name. He has not once gave a family name. He just gave his name, a single name, and he hasn't listed anything as far as family. He works for this house. He just said that he's obviously someone. Well, you guys will figure out that he is the OCC of Mind Mage. So a lot of people don't like psionics, and Mind Mages can be the worst. They're basically the Palladium fantasy version of Mind Melters. They have all the psionics, basically.
Oh, I'm not going to give him any information. I'm not sharing anything with him.
Okay.
Just basically say, I'm just here on a job. Help out Lady Tanya.
So sure. All right. So we will, if you guys are okay with it, let's just flash forward for 5 days and get into the main city. So unless anyone has any sort of shenanigans they want to do, but other than that, we can just get into the main city of Noskadig.
Well, actually, the first night, I want to try and pull Thar to the side. Talk to him alone.
Uh-oh. What you got, little buddy? Yeah, you can find a point to where he's training and talking and joking around with the knights. He's been kind of buddy with them and hanging out with the other knights, exchanging information. He's having a good time hanging out with a contingency of people of his own, class and stature and all that stuff. So
yeah, basically, I'm going to pull him to the side and I'm going to say, Thar,
what's up, little dude?
My sister kind of has feelings for you. She's a bit interested. She doesn't know how to express it, but I thought you should know since she won't tell you.
He just has this look of like, uh-oh. He's like, yeah, I guess. I get it. She's really easy on the eyes and she's big and strong and all that, but yeah, I was spending a lot of time with Tanya, and she's been really nice to me and cool, and we've been hanging out and everything. I kind of like her.
Well, I just thought you should know, and you do with that what you will.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt anyone. It's not my job.
Yes, it is. It's good. Hit him with a sword.
Yeah, he's all like, I guess I'll have to think about it and see what. I don't know. I'll have to. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, he looks really out. Like, what do I do? Kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I kind of figured that's how Thar would react, but
he's not that bright of a guy, man. I am.
Yeah. And
no formal education.
This does not know that I did this. I made sure of that.
No, that's cool. No.
Oh, and I also tell him, don't let her know I told you.
Okay.
That's it.
I gotta I gotta talk to Kayden, because he's my friend, and he talks me through all this stuff, and this is stuff I don't understand, so I'm gonna have to go talk to my little buddy.
Understood.
Maybe he has a way of putting it where I'll get it. Thanks! And he'll, like, high-five you or shake your hand or whatever that you like. Kayden!
Oh dear. I swear it's like walking a lost gigantic dog.
Kayden! Raevyn told me some stuff and I don't get it. What am I supposed to do? Tell me what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what to do. Help! Help!
Oh dear. Oh dear. Now I have to formulate words that I'm not very good at formulating. Okay.
I don't want to hurt A-Wynd's feelings, and I definitely don't want to hurt Tanya's feelings, and I like Tanya, I like A-Wynd. What do I do?
You got your job set up for you, Jiminy Cricket.
Shut up, Wolfen, you're not helping. Go play with the other Wolfen guy.
He's working on that.
So the best thing you can do is be honest, but you have to find a way to break it to the party that's not going to receive the good news.
How do I do that?
I can't formulate it, but apologizing might work.
Always hard questions.
What am I saying? What am I being sorry for?
It just depends on how they act, really.
Okay.
You just kind of have to be more gentle with it than you normally are with most things.
Okay, got it. He stands up, pats you roughly on the back. Thank you, man. Thanks for apologizing for me. Let everyone know. I'll see you later. And he'll walk off.
I'm not apologizing for you.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm not saying shit.
Yeah. You're like, I'm not involved in this. Oh, fucking god damn it. Our group is. Where'd we get so messed up, man? This is like as the Palladium fantasy turns now. It's like a soap opera. It's kind of funny. Greg, I blame you. It's all your fault. Sicking spiders on my girlfriend and me. Damn it.
Hey, this is Cora's her first crush. First guy she ever liked.
Damn. What the heck's going on here? Cool. Well,
She took it so far as, I'm his. I'll give him all the babies he wants, and...
Damn.
Yeah, and all she did was scrub your back hard.
You got cleaned with a freaking wire brush.
I take it that, Greg, your character doesn't know about the lifespan difference between a human and an elf, and how most elven societies look down upon procreation with the short-lived races, kind of widely known.
Well, there are half-elves, right?
There are, but there are a lot of purist elves, and it explains it in the book. There are a bunch of elves that don't believe in, the whole half-elf thing because of the age difference, especially with a mate kind of thing.
Well, Thar's her first male she's ever liked.
Oh boy.
She don't know this shit. She's just like, why does it hurt so much?
Has no kind of taste.
Are we gonna quote movies now? 'Cause it was real. Oh boy. Alright, so we'll get to Nos Kadig. When we're going through Nos Kadig, it's obvious that the population knows that Lady Tanya's house is coming through the city. People are outside all happy. They're throwing rose petals and, flowers and stuff like that. And, I don't know if any of you has ever seen this before, but it's, kind of awe-inspiring maybe.
Do we see a lot of Farquhar signs or campaign signs or anything like that up here?
Oh, no, not out here. Absolutely not. Nope.
Okay.
You guys are far removed from your dad's influence now. You're way out here.
Oh, that's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah. In fact, I'll just put it out there after like the third or fourth night, the Mind Mage will actually strike up a side conversation with you, Rob, and he's just gonna say as a parting shot when you guys are having, dinner or whatnot, that he just says, you don't have to worry about your father's influence out here. It doesn't exist. You'll be taken care of. And that's all he's gonna say.
Okay. After I pick my job,
You're like, oh, fuck.
Okay.
He said the F word.
Good to know.
Yeah, you're like, damn.
So he recognizes me.
Maybe. There's no telling with a Mind Mage.
Well,
He's
you
not
look just
supposed to pry, but
well. You look just like
Right. There is that.
Oh, but I do the mask and the hood, but still.
Not 24/7, dude. There's gonna be times where, just saying.
Or I slip. Well, because if I'm constantly covered up, it's going to look a little too suspicious. Right?
That was my point, really. Yes. So
yeah,
especially when you guys got out of what you thought was the influence, you're just like, okay, I can now do stuff and things like that. And there's going to be times where with this group that you're not running into someone is not going to happen. So yeah, at some point he put 2 and 2 together and went, ding, got it. Yeah, but that's all he says and just nods to you. And conversations after that are pretty light and cordial and stuff. So, but Thar will be on his horse. They can transport livestock across the boat, so he brought his horse. So he's in his armor. He's up there with the knights, hanging out with the knights because that's what he does. He's just all like, I'm a knight with my boys, man. Come on, I gotta go hang out. So he's up there. If your character's outside the wagon and like taking it all in and kind of waving, people are just kind of waving at you and smiling, and everyone's all happy that Lady Tanya is back in town, and everyone's gonna hear just all sorts of exclamations from the crowd about we love you, Tanya, we're so glad to have you back, all that stuff. There's going to be a lot of it.
We're starting to wonder, is this woman part of is she like spreading the defense force? She's going to start to ask questions later.
Yeah, that'll be some skill rolls of I think history and stuff like that. Once you can talk to people and get into her family history and stuff, shouldn't be too much of an issue. So
we'll make plans for that on the side in your brain.
That's up to you guys. I mean. You guys look at your skills. If you have skills that you think that would help, I mean, you can roll them anytime you want to and let me know. I'll let you know information. So
go ahead. Sorry.
I think at one point, whenever she's got time and we're at a safe spot, we can settle. She's gonna try Streetwise and see if she can learn.
Okay, that's gonna be a little bit because you're not gonna have any sort of time for that right now. So don't worry don't worry about that skill. That's not gonna happen for a little bit. Okay. I was talking more of stuff that Go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry, I'm walking.
So there's crowds. There's crowds of people that are like cheering that she's back. Basically, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Does it seem genuine or staged, i.e., North Korean?
Wow, you're gonna go there, are you?
A question in a way.
Does it seem genuine that they really genuinely?
I'll make that as a perception check. I can't think of a skill that would cover that. It's kind of like a, detect lie kind of thing. A skill doesn't immediately come to mind that gets. I know that in interrogation techniques you can bust through a lie, but I mean that takes time to do and stuff.
I'm just trying to get a general feel.
Roll me a perception. It's a D20 plus 5 for you. You have a plus 5 perception roll, so go for it.
Oh boy, nat 20.
Jesus Christ, man! I'm glad we're not in combat. Damn, you'd be wiping up my bad guys.
Well, in combat, it's going to be ones. You know that's going to happen.
You're just looking at people's faces, and you feel genuinely that you see girls all crying because Lady Tanya's back, and people are. Yeah, it is. You think it's absolutely genuine. You're just all like, okay, something's up with this family that this city is just like 100% behind their ass.
Oh, and didn't she say that they were under... Because I'm not remembering her original spiel.
Okay.
But didn't she say that they were under assault from demons from the Demon Canyon thing?
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna cover all that again here when you met the family, but from the original talk, yes. The whole, again, this goes into history, which I don't mind giving out, because someone who's got history, Greg's character has got a really high history, and he's got like 3 or 4 skills that cover this kind of shit. So the northern expansion of the Western Empire has always been that the Western Empire has always wanted to go to the north, the area that you're at, and just basically wipe out the Chaos Lands, that it is called. You know,
Okay.
land of the land of the damned and stuff like that. That's been the expansionist thing since several emperors ago. So yeah, they're being out here. They are in a constant turmoil of warfare against all manners of creatures from the land of the damned and further on south. The areas further south for the land of the damned. I'm trying to find my map land of the damned just covers a whole bunch of stuff, so it covers that whole it's basically everything east of the mountains that block off that act as a divider between Ophid's grasslands and the land of the damned. So okay, so
yeah,
what's it called? What's that place called? The Great
I'm
Rift.
just trying to get a feel for Lady Tanya, and I think I understand her a little better now. Yeah.
Okay.
She's pretty genuine.
Let me see. I
A little
never.
slutty, but okay, genuine.
Do I get to roll history? Anything do I know? Kinda.
I was just kind of telling information because you have the skills. You don't really need to roll it right now. I mean, it's everything I was telling was just basically general information that you already knew. So I put in chat a copy of the map, so benefit you guys to make sure you're looking at that map, either this map or go into the main book, and on page 288 there's the map. I mean, the more that you guys read about this area and the more you understand the background of the game, I really think it would make it as a better time for you guys, because I'm diving into the lore and everything of all this shit like crazy. So if I give out little tidbits of races and names and stuff like that, if you as a player know it, then you have a connection. You're like, oh shit, I got that. I'm just saying, just makes it a little better for you. Okay? So if you guys get a chance, check out those books, man.
Sure, real quick, where are we at on this map right now?
So on this map, you are going to be just east of you're going to be just west of that mountain range that jays down. It's just a few miles to the west along the coastline.
Oh, I see. And it says, it's real small. Ophid's
grasslands.
grassland?
Yes. Yeah.
That's where we're at the
So
southern end of part of that?
There's a mountain range which splits Ophid's grasslands and land of the damned and the Great Rift.
I see that.
Okay, there is another lower chain of mountains that goes down to the coastline. You guys are traveled through those mountains, and you're just west of those mountains on the coastline.
Okay.
You guys are really close to the Great Rift.
Going to the Rift? Okay.
Yeah, you guys are really close to the Great Rift area. But again, you're at the coastline. I can mark it on this map, but
no, that gives me a good idea. I just kind of wanted
Book 8, The Western Empire, has got everything laid out as far as where all of these cities and everything are. Let me check. You know what? That's a good picture to have right there. Let me see if I can't copy this and drop that into chat for you guys. That would probably help as far as... Yeah, there we go. Bang! This is a map of just Western empires, and if you look to the north and to the west, you're going to see Nos Kadig. Oh, so it's not quite... I gave you the wrong place. It is actually just before the mountains. My bad. I'm an idiot. Belay everything I just said, Rob. I'm a knucklehead.
So we landed at Ophidia.
Yes.
And then we went caravanning to Nos Kadig.
That is correct.
Got it.
You are in Nos Kadig right now. I apologize for saying that you were on the other side of the mountains. I thought it was. I didn't pay attention enough to the map. Not bad.
It's happened. No biggie. I fixed it real quick.
Yeah, by apologizing. Going, I suck. I'm sorry. So that's where you guys are at. Her house Uberman is one of the houses that's basically in charge at Nos Kadig. They're not the main house, but they are one of the ruling ruling houses. It's a very old house. They have a very large 25-room estate. The house is ruled by the Elder Hafron and Lady Jasmine. They're the current rulers. They has a very large family with over 20 members, 15 servants, and several slaves, goblins and kobold slaves. Sorry, priest.
Unfortunately, it's a fact of life.
So, you guys will be granted access into her compound. Everyone's going to get dressed for a official dinner and meet and greet with her family, so we can get this going. Each of you will end up meeting Elder Hafron and Lady Jasmine. Both of them are humans. So, Greg, your character would know that House Uberman was one of the first houses that traveled out to Ophid's grasslands during Emperor Itomus's time. Emperor Itomus was the one who said, I want to take over Ophid's grasslands and claim it in the name of the Western Empires. Now, over the decades, that has really not been as fast as expansion as he wanted it to be, but they do have these two major areas that they now somewhat control, in air quotes, but they do control these two provinces in Ophid's grasslands so their house is very old and well known, and a lot of money and history goes through this family all the way, like I said, to Emperor Itomus times. Okay, so
when I meet them,
they're a powerful house.
I'll curtsy and bow and says, it is good to meet someone of the time of the Emperor. I'll let them know that I know about their history.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah. Elder Hafron just kind of puffs his chest out, and he'll just say, anyone who is willing to swear fealty to my house is welcomed indeed. Cool. So he meets everyone, pretty happy, and basically they're going to get into the reason why you guys are here is because the second elder brother named Armin, he's a western knight of the realm. He was on patrol in the northern border investigating rumors of monsters coming out of a canyon called the Devil's Mark. One squire survived their encounter and said that orcs and ogres who came out of the mountain passes ambushed and captured the whole patrol. The last that he saw them, they were alive. And he saw the captains being taken into a mountain pass to the northwest. The pass itself is mapped. We have of course they have a map. And it's called the Infernal Trail. Creatures from the land of the damned and such carved this pass out of the mountains to have access into the grasslands from the land of the damned. Our military is quite engaged and run thin. So that's the reason why our daughter went out to go find proper mercenaries to go out and get information and try and rescue our son, our brother, our blood. What I can promise to you is 2,000 gold each for bringing him back as much alive as you can. I will grant you official titles of House Uberman as protectors, which will give you land purchase rights within my realm. And he reaches over and he'll pat Thar on the back of the neck and give him a rough squeeze, and he'll say, and as a bonus to the young knight here that has captured my daughter's eye, I will promise her to you in marriage and sanction it wholeheartedly in front of the church and the people.
There's an anvil on your shoulders.
Okay, Greg, how many times do you yell out, fuck?
She'll just go, and then just turn around, pull the hood over, and turn around and walk away.
Motherfucker! Bitches!
There's gonna be an angry chewed-on pillow in her bed tonight.
Wow!
So, eat well, my my warriors and be prepared for what the lands of the Dam is going to throw at you. It will be extensive, but all of my city's resources are at your command.
LeeLuu's gonna offer up an ear and ask, has there been any, do they know who? Is it simply, have they tried to, make you pull forces back?
Who is they?
The creatures from the past. She's of the mind that maybe some of them are smart. They actually got a hold of this particular party just to grab him as leverage against your military onslaught.
It could very well be. We're the most northern military might in this area, so it could be. You would have to talk to the squire, but he did say that the orcs looked different than normal orcs of this area. So we might be dealing with orcs that have been altered by demonic forces. That's not untold of in this area. But
well, she's been thinking more along the nature of a militaristic advantage, a person of value with regards to threatening your family and your bloodline in order to make you weaken your force to hold back, so that they can encroach further as long as he is alive.
And that has come to our minds, but we have no way of backing that up. I just don't have the forces necessary to take care of that.
And that's where we need to come in. We need to find him, liberate him, and bring him back in one piece, as much information as we can regarding these entities and what their plans are.
That's exactly it. Because while we are a kingdom out here, we are a feudal kingdom, but we still have to pay attention to politics, unfortunately. And I will not be granted any more troops that can be wasted on this type of excursion. Hence the reason why I need very capable adventurers and mercenaries, such as yours. It buys me time, and since you're not part of my house, it doesn't cost me any political resources, shall I say.
It also ensures that, since we are not affiliated with your house, we can move unobtrusively and not be suspected of spies.
That too. So, if each one of you are willing to accept this contract, then you just need to make your mark on the wax parchment that'll be passed around, and then you can start out as soon as you want.
Yeah, she has no problem with it. She's eager for it. This is a chance to seriously test her mettle.
Yep. Thar has no problem with it. Come on, little buddy.
Yeah, well, ours pussy whipped.
Alright, so Kayden's in it. So what about the two elves? Are you guys... I take it you're in it, so you've gone this far.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't going nowhere. But I do want to question that Esquire.
We can make that happen. You can
That's some questions for that one.
Sure, that's fine. He hasn't been assigned a new knight just yet. He doesn't want to accept it until he finds out about his master or his teacher, not master. They won't use master. He'll say teacher. So you can't just take a squire away from a knight unless their life is confirmed ended. Then we can assign him a new teacher. This is how knights are trained, in our area at least. Thar is just like, yeah, I was never a squire. I just had a noble walk up to me and go, "You boy are gonna be a knight in my service." And I went, "All right." And thus it starts. So if everyone signs. They have a good dinner. If you want to talk with the squire, you can. Is everyone basically going to want to go talk to the squire at once? They can make that happen. You just have them go meet all you guys if you want.
Everybody's welcome. I don't need to talk to him alone.
Yeah, it could be basis. It could be a good thing. It all depends. Depends on if we think of anybody else that we might want to talk to that might have knowledge of the area.
We have a druid. We have someone who's going to have knowledge of the area.
Yeah, excellent. That sounds more like one of our other warriors' personal pools to step into and say, "Hey, share the."
So the squire is a human boy, maybe about 16 years old. So if there's something you want to ask him, go for it.
Yeah. First of all, I want to bring a map of the local area.
Okay.
I want to procure one and bring it. And then the first thing I want to do is set the map down and say, where exactly were you on this map, or as best you can tell?
Yeah. I can provide that on a separate map. I just need to mark up a map and get it to you guys. It'll give me a little.
Well, I mainly want to see what his reaction is, how he's reacting to these questions.
Well, I mean, he really doesn't care all that much. I mean, he's just kind of like, yeah, you know. He says, we were on patrol next to the mountains, not quite at the border, just a little bit south of the border, and we were on patrol, and then an ambush came down at us, and they had orcs and ogres, and they overwhelmed our patrol. And he'll give off the knight's name, which is this squire is not the squire to Armon who got abducted. He was actually a squire to another knight that was in that group, and he'll just say my knight was knocked from his horse charging an ogre, and then I saw the ogre pick him up with one hand and put him over his shoulder, and they ran off. My knight gave me instructions to guard his horse, so I hid behind the horse and got on the horse and tried to follow until the orcs spotted me and they started shooting arrows at me, and then I had to leave at that point so I could report back, because I realized I was the only one who was going to. The other squires were killed or taken, but I saw them go towards the Infernal Trail, and I know where the Infernal Trail is. I'll mark it on the map for you.
So you were next to your knight. He was charging an ogre, got dismounted and picked up. And were you on horseback?
Nope.
So you outran orcs and arrows fired by orcs?
I was on my teacher's horse.
You're on your teacher's horse.
When he got dismounted, his horse came back to me. They're trained to do that.
Okay. I just find it surprising that you're the only one that made it out. Did you take an arrow? Did you have any injuries?
I did not, but my teacher's horse took some arrows. But it's a very stout war horse with armor. He didn't fall.
And so did they chase you at all? Did they have any mount?
They did not have mounts. No.
Did they try and catch you? They just fired arrows and...
Yeah.
Well, they can't really run down a horse, especially when the horse is panicked and the one riding it is doing the same thing, so it stands to kill him. They just missed.
I'm just really surprised that he made it.
Why is that so surprising?
The 16-year-old squire is the only one that made it out.
My thoughts would be that if they had a chance to kill him, they would have. He was fortunate, and for all we know, he was let go. I'm still thinking this is an idea. This is part of the bit that they're doing it so that the house knows they have.
Yeah. How far did they pursue you? How long did they keep firing as you ran off?
They didn't pursue. They just saw me while I was trying to follow them, and when they started shooting arrows, I realized I wasn't going to be able to follow them into the Infernal Trail that they were going into at the time with all of the captives.
You feel like they let you go?
I don't know.
Did they yell anything at you or say anything that you could make out as you ran off?
I know the orc tongue, and they were just like yelling and cursing and stuff.
Okay, nothing like send a message to or tell someone.
No,
okay.
No.
Sounds more like to me that his escape was simply fortune.
Yeah, but I would not be surprised if they let him go.
The only ones that can answer that question are the orcs. We'll ask them. We have them at sword point. Okay, we'll do that.
Good. Sounds good.
Remember that the squire the father originally said that these orcs were different. So Thar's all like, "What do you mean by different? What were the orcs different?"
Yeah, that was my next question.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll say, "I've seen orcs in all areas that we fought before, and these orcs were bigger and their armor was heavier and different, and their armor was very thick and lots of metal and stuff, and
better quality than typical. Is that what you're saying?
I guess for orc armor.
The orcs themselves, you say, were bigger?
Yes.
Any other differences? Tusks or
Yeah, some of them,
jewelry or...
I wouldn't be able to make that out. I didn't get that close to them, but some of them were yelling out the god Abdurrah. I've got limited knowledge about that, so...
Abdurrah, okay.
If anyone has lore religion, that's your cue.
Not me.
I heard him. He's like, I got this, guys.
So my dice got this.
Yeah.
God damn it, 95, no.
Okay.
Your dice have squadu.
We can do some research. You might not know it offhand, but we've got the name. I'm sure, I'm assuming there's a library somewhere.
Yeah,
So you might not have it in your head, but we can still get it.
That's a good point, yes.
Abdul-Ra, okay.
Is he the only one with knowledge religion?
Hope not.
I know she don't have it.
Or lore religion, sorry. Yeah, more than likely, yeah. Thar doesn't have it.
How about Hamon?
Oh yeah, Hamon's with us. He's the guy in the back not doing anything. Yeah.
He's busy picking his nose.
Shooting shit unprovoked.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, he's looking for pregnant goblins to go shoot. No, he doesn't have any skills like that. Nope.
I just have demon and monster. Well, we got a name. I can't think anything else to ask anybody.
Actually, demon and monster might reveal something. Everyone who's got demon and monster can make a roll.
Oh, now you roll good. Fuckers. Hot 9.
9.
Oh, come on. Both of you rolled the same damn exact number?
Now, LeeLuu got it. She's trying. Dang it. Is that under it? She missed it by 4 points. So she might have a general idea, and that's all.
No, if you missed it, you don't know. Yeah, you don't have it. I give you general ideas if you're, like, really close, but no, if you fail it, you don't know. Oh, damn it. I didn't make it for Thar either. Greg, are you going to roll?
I got a 9.
Yeah, I heard you and Brandon both rolled an odd 9. Yeah, you both said it at the same time, and I was all like, really?
Odd 3.
Oh, shit. Look at that. Okay, so those of you who made your demon and monster lore, you basically don't... lore religion doesn't give off anything, but the name sparks a story that there was a creature called Abdul-Ra that was a love interest to a god, a leader of the devils, and that she imprisoned him on Dival for a time for him to prove his love to her.
Abdul-Ra was the one that was imprisoned?
Yes.
Imprisoned by...
Imprisoned by Rada, R-H-A-D-A, who is a devil lord. She is a devil lord.
Okay.
She apparently fell in, the two of them had an affair, and she decided because, devils are, known to be rational thinkers, so, yeah. So she kept...
Someone imprison him.
Yeah.
Sure he loves me.
Yeah. It's kind of like, love and death eternal kind of story that you guys will bring up. You'll be like, oh, okay. Oh, and the reason why she fell in love with him is because Abdul-Ra is an ancient cat race called Rakashas.
Oh god, those things. Is that the cat people with the backwards hands?
Yeah, they can, and they're known for their illusions.
Yes. Rakshasas in Palladium are out of this world in power scale on magic and psionics. So yeah, illusions and stuff like that. So you don't know exactly who Abdul-Ra is, but it's like, hey, there was a story I read. So
what was the name of the person who imprisoned him again?
Rada.
Rada?
Rada?
R-A-H-D-A, did you say?
R-H-A-D-A. She is a leader. She is a lord in the devil realm. That's probably not a good thing.
So, Palladium's Asmodeus? Or not that high.
I got to find if there... She's a devil lord, so she's going to be up there. I'm looking in another book.
Well, does Palladium have, the 9 rings of hell and shit, or is it...
No, in Palladium, Hades, which is the demons, and Dival, which is the devils, is another realm of existence, but it's not like many layers. It's all just one big-ass landmass all to its own. All right, so she's not one of the gods. She's not one of the Devil Lords. She's a lesser Devil Lord. Okay, yeah, she's a lesser Devil Lord. So, in other words, she's pretty... Let's see. Oh, they actually got some more. Long ago, Radha and Abdul-Ra hated each other and fought in countless bloody battles. Then, some centuries ago, Radha managed a coup. She captured the Lord Abdul-Ra and imprisoned him in her citadel. At the time, the Devil Lords were jubilant, since it seemed that the power of the Demon Lords were finally and fatally cracked, and that it would be only a matter of time before they could dominate all of Hades. Wow. So Abdul-Ra is some sort of Demon Lord who got, tricked and captured and stuff like that. Wow. After gathering their armies and preparing for another major assault, they went to Radha's citadel so they might have all the pleasure of interrogating the prisoner, but Abdul-Ra was gone. Radha's story of the escape was proven false by her beast bodyguards, and through arcane means they discovered what really happened. When the Demon Lords learned that Radha let him go because she loved him, they decided she must be imprisoned until they could decide what to do about the situation. There you go. There's the story. Good writing on that book right there.
Okay. Yeah, that's not tropey.
Yeah.
Pretty different.
Yeah. So yeah, he just says that they were yelling out, they yelled out a couple of times the demon's name, Abdul-Ra. So, cool. There you go. If that helps out, I think it does, but,
Very interesting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. A lot to think about. Well, I'm not suspicious of the squire like I was initially.
Yeah?
You not suspicious of somebody?
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty telling, isn't it?
Well, I mean, he is human, so I'm always suspicious of anything other than elves.
Damn. Cool.
I had to play the racist a little bit.
Well, for right now, that's where we're going to stop today. So this is a perfect time to stop. I was trying to bust this along to try and get us to some conflicts and everything and leaving and getting up there, but we decided to go the role-playing route, which doesn't bother me none, as long as it doesn't bother you guys, because, to me, the more role-playing we have, the more connection with our characters we have. So, I enjoyed it. So Greg's probably...
that every time.
I think Greg's probably really pissed off, and he probably won't come back to games. So, sorry, Greg.
Pissed off about no combat or about...
about what his character, what happened to his character. He's like, he didn't get his love interest, at least not in time. Oops. So, but anyways, so for everyone who showed up, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for making another great gaming session. For everyone listening, thanks for listening to our insanity. I guarantee you, we're going to come back again for some more. We're going to continue on this campaign. I'm enjoying running Palladium Fantasy as an alternate. It's a lot of fun, having a good time. So, until then, keep altering reality on a regular basis. Keep rolling dice. And everyone have a good one. This is Psycho Squad Gaming Club. We're signing off.